I'm back. It's the 305, baby. I'm back in Miami. I was doing family business. I was pretty successful. And let's just say the fruits of my labor will come out later on this year. Promise you that.
Let's go.
Before we get started, man, listen, man, I'm here with my tag team partners as always. Yep. But, you know, when I was gone, we had some complaints. And I'll tell you what the complaints were, man. I'm already the only white guy here, man. But you notice there were no white guests?
No.
No white guests when I was gone, bro.
I wonder why.
So again, man, I'm over here filling the diversity quota, the DEI for white people, because if it's not for me, there ain't going to be no Caucasians on the show. But then again, they call me a Mossad agent.
Yeah, you can't run from that.
So it is what it is.
Well, the show was still good, regardless. Welcome back, Gary. He had a mission to complete. He completed the mission, and you're going to see his fruits of labor pretty soon. So, shout out to Gary, man. W Gary in the chat, man. But yeah, Don, what's up with you, brother?
Not much, man. I'll be working with New York Times. They coming down to like mirror my life for I think till Friday. So they just come and check the lifestyle studio and things like that. Follow me around.
I love how people will flex over little shit. And this dude just says that shit nonchalantly.
Nonchalant as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, New York Times is coming. Yeah, they're going to just see what I'm doing.
Watch my life.
Instead of, yo, man, I fucking matter. That's why the New York Times come to see me. No, he's laid back with it. It is what it is, man. I enjoy the style. But that's where I see the fucking numerology. You're a 4. It's not in your style to fucking talk shit like that, bro.
No.
But Dom is humble, man. Dom's living life, doing his thing. So props to Dom.
Appreciate it, man.
100%, man.
And then
good Christian.
Yeah. Try to be every day.
Speaking of Christian, let's talk about what's happening in the world today with Trump. You know, the wars coming, the rumor of wars. Let's talk about that.
Trump is the greatest president I've seen in my lifetime, and quite frankly, he accomplished more in the past 72 hours than Biden did in 4 years. More than Obama did. He with an executive order he signed, he basically smashed drug prices. Do you understand what that is? Clinton couldn't do it. Obama failed, even though he got something done. He didn't get what Trump done with an executive order.
Yeah.
These are the times we're living in. Trump is the most powerful president ever. We had a war, which I call, by the way, numerology and astrology, but we had a war, all games aside, 2 nuclear powers, one Pakistan, Muslim nation, one India, Hindu nation, and they were going at war with each other. By the way, we're going to have to talk about that French equipment. Okay. The Indians were using. We're going to have to talk about that French equipment. But we had a war with 2 nuclear powers, and Donald Trump went in there and said, okay, kids, you played enough in the sandbox. Now it's time to fucking lay down on arms. You're going to do what we tell you can do. And that's what Donald Trump did. He fucking told 2 countries to fucking heal. He did that all in a few days. And he also told Netanyahu, yo, you work for me. I don't work for you.
Straight up.
He kind of forgot his place. You don't tell the United States president what to do. He tells you what to do. Because that's what Americanism or Trumpism is, man. We run this. And I want to make this clear, man. We are Americans here. I want everything to run through America. I don't give a fuck about all this other shit. Gaza don't matter. Israel don't matter. None of that shit matters. America matters. And if you're watching out, outside this world, guess what? They can't talk like you. They can't talk like you. Because if you say the wrong thing about Vladimir Putin in Russia, you're going to get some bracelets. You say the wrong thing about the CCP in China, you're getting bracelets. You say the wrong thing about Lugo in Brazil, you're getting bracelets. Some places, they might even fucking put you in a gulag or kill you.
Facts.
Here in America, yeah, they might shut down your social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They might ban you.
They might do that.
Yeah.
But that's as far as they go. And again, is it perfect? No. But what it shows you is, I'm cocky as hell because I got that American privilege, baby. I can say what I want, and you don't. So if you're all across the world, that's why you're fucking hiding in cars to get past the border to fucking come to this country. No one gives a fuck about your shitholes. No one's going to your country to, oh my God, I need to leave America and go to that fucking shithole in Europe or shithole in Asia. No, they're coming here. They're risking their fucking lives to come to America because even if you fucking work like a slave in this country, it's better than living in other countries.
Yeah, you can tell Gary's back, bro. He got the energy, bro.
Yeah,
God damn, with the fire, bro. So yeah, man, I just think that like the war with India and Pakistan, bro, Trump helped us dodge a bullet because they got nukes, bro. That could have been a serious war, and people could have died. It could have been really bad. So let me Trump for that, bro, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely flexing his dominance. I think this is the most powerful Trump has been. A lot of people have to remember that presidents during their last year, they're the most dramatic and the most bold. Obama during his last year, he made the entire country gay. So like that's just one example. But every president during their second term, they're more dramatic. They're more, I don't know. They make more epic moves because they have nothing to lose. They're not running for a second term. They're just running for their legacy. So I think what we're about to see is the most dominant force in American history during these last 3-4 years.
Would you say Trump is actually like changing America day by day? Because I feel like
we're respected now.
Yeah.
We're respected now.
Yeah.
But one thing I did notice is some Republicans are talking shit about Trump now.
Of course.
And what I've noticed is they don't like the fact that he's getting that plane from the Arabs over there for about
Saudi.
no, it's not even Saudi.
No?
$450 million. Qatar is giving him that plane.
Yeah.
They're not our allies. And obviously, if you take the plane, you're going to have to sweep it for bugs. Let's not play any games here, man. You're going to have to sweep that plane for bugs because I'm telling you, they're not just giving you a plane, man. They're going to fucking try to listen in and shit like that. But at the end of the day, people are mad because Trump is taking legal bribes. Let's not play games. This is a bribe. Okay? He is taking a bribe of a $450 million plane. But you know what the Democrats' issue is and the Republicans' issue is? It's not that he's taking a bribe. It's that he's this open with it. See, these motherfuckers, they only respect it when you try to hide it from the American people, like they have with that money laundering operation in Ukraine. They want you to hide it, but because Trump is so open, yo, I'm taking this plane, fuck y'all. And because he's so bold about it, now that's what they have an issue with. So don't mistake these people as fucking virtue signalers and shit like that, man. These are the scum of the fucking earth, man. They want him to cover this shit up. And Trump is saying, you know what? I am doing so much good for the American people. I'm gonna put a little something in my pocket. Here's another thing. Donald Trump is worth billions of dollars, correct? He's worth billions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
Fresh. Could I bribe you with $100K? Could I get you to switch your values for $100K?
No.
Okay. The reason I brought that up is because you're a millionaire, so $100K to your money is about the same as $400 million to Donald Trump's money.
Right.
And they're trying to tell you, for a small percentage of what the president is worth, he can be bribed. But Shado Edelson gave him $270 million. He's going to listen to her. Nope. He's not even taking her phone calls right now. So to say that you could fucking bribe my president with pocket change, you're fucking out your fucking mind.
I remember back in the day, at the very beginning of Trump's presidency, people were saying he's a sellout. He doesn't have any power. He's subject to these people. And he's showing people now that that was all a lie. He had a plan all along. He's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And as a president, bro, he's walking the walk, talking the talk. Last time I checked, Biden didn't do shit. Obama did terrible shit. So I feel like at some point you gotta give him his respect because he's doing his thing.
You know, I shouldn't even say this, but I will. when the last time Biden went to Saudi Arabia, the Saudis gave him COVID. I'm being straight up with you, man. He went over there right after he left. He fucking had to go to the hospital for COVID. So they intentionally gave him COVID while he went there. That's how much the Saudis hated fucking Joe Biden, man. Yeah. Fucking true story. Anyone can fucking validate it. Who knows what the fuck I'm talking about, man? They gave him COVID. But with Trump, they fucking built a portable McDonald's unit just so Donald Trump could get his fucking Big Macs.
What?
Yeah, they have a portable McDonald's just for Donald Trump. Flat out.
Yeah, they did. It's like RV.
That's crazy,
so
bro.
that just shows you the level of respect. Like, it's like fucking comparing a fucking ran-through whore with a virgin. Donald Trump being the virgin and, Biden being the ran-through one, man. The Saudis obviously respect the virtue of Donald Trump. And I could go on and on about the Saudi-American relationship because when Joe Biden was president, he tried to limit the Saudis. And the Saudis had to run to other countries to try to make deals. Yeah. He damaged the United States a great deal with his foreign policy. And now that Trump's back in, now the Saudis are cool. And as long as America and Saudi Arabia are cool, guess what, bro? We're good.
We're good.
As long as no one's fucking with that petrodollar, we're good. Doesn't matter what the fuck they do.
Right.
As long as we get that petrodollar. And Donald Trump is cutting deals and he's making sure American supremacy
remains.
It's not going to be fucking subjected to any more fucking outside interference, man. No more, brother.
So let's say, right, we're seeing the world's in a bit of chaos. A lot of shit's going on. And I feel like at some point, we as people don't know what to do. So I guess from your prediction, where are we going? What's next for America? The dollar? I don't know. The markets? What do you say, Dom?
Where America's going as a whole?
For example, like maybe the end of times, maybe for example, like where we're going technology-wise, AI.
I think we're definitely heading to the end of times. I think we're living in the last days right now. We're seeing the moves that's being made that we're in the final days. And I know you hear that multiple times, but we didn't have this many verifications. I think it could come through Donald Trump, and I think it could come through I believe it could come through Trump. But there's things that's happening that these two prolific people right now, it's like a match made in heaven. They right now are the best friends. You have one that's trying to engineer a brain chip, etc., and then you have one that has prolific reach in Israel. And specifically in Israel, they call him the next Messiah, Donald Trump. A lot of people don't know that. There's even like monuments in Donald Trump that's saying that he's going to bring in their Messiah, the Jewish Messiah that they claim that is still yet to arrive. So if you have that link with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is also the most loved president from Israel by account.
Maybe not in the last week.
Well, maybe not in the last week. But historically, it is. A lot of people don't know that he has Hebrew implanted in all of the Trump properties. There's Hebrew like on the like under the towers.
That probably has more to do with Kabbalah than loyalty to Israel.
Yeah, but it lines with the Bible. Because you have a man that is this powerful, and his best friend is also giving people the ability to have a chip in their brain. What happens if they shut off the ability to do that? And Trump giving him the jurisdiction and the absolute power over the most powerful country in the world. It gives him the ability to have the leeway to put brain chips in people's head, and AI gives them the ability to shut it off without us being able to purchase anything, utilize it. Even entering buildings could be shut off.
It took Donald Trump 120 days to turn on Netanyahu. Give him about 120 more and see where Musk is at.
Well,
you think he's going to drop Musk all the way?
I think he's really going to distance himself from Musk right after his birthday, June 28th, 2025. That motherfucker gets in a 7-year cycle. Tell him about 7-year cycles.
Well, yeah, those are bad.
Those are bad.
They hit bad.
They really do, bro.
I could see him separating from Trump, but I don't think
no one is above the system, bro.
But I don't think
it
Musk
comes
needs
for
him.
all of it. It comes from all of us now. He might rebound in 2026. We know why, but he's going to take a hit.
His goal has been accomplished. Name another liberal that is able to convince the conservative audience to have electric cars.
Obviously, he's done a very good job.
Yeah. He's manipulated conservatives into believing the message.
At the same time, the pendulum does swing. That swing does come, no matter what. And it will swing back. That's because as car factories are being burned down, a lot of negative things are happening for him. But I will say this: once that Trump shield isn't there, Bezos is going to come see him. Zuckerberg going to come see him. Everyone's going to come see him. So give it a few months. He's riding high still.
Yeah.
But when that 7-year cycle and enemy year hits, yo, bro, that's like fucking coming home to fucking 3 different fucking kids from 2 different baby mamas, bro. It could be good. It could be good, bro. And by the way, if you want a super chat and a numerology reading, 98 or above, and we can already do that. We have one in line. We'll get to these in about 5 minutes. But if you want a super chat, 98 or above, go ahead, Fresh.
So, Dom, you mentioned chips, AI, Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
So here's my prediction from what I've been seeing, what I've heard behind closed doors, is there's going to be, at some level, a point of contention where people are going to be questioned, for example, to have a chip. That means control. If you go XYZ, if you go over here, I can see wherever you go.
Yeah.
Travel, not full control. Then, of course, there's going to be cities that are like somewhat close to each other, and it's going to be all electric cars, which means you're going to have access only when they want it. You have to have access.
Yep.
And then it's going to be $1. So one currency. So there's not going to be no more cash, just a digital currency. And if you don't do what they say, then shut off. But it's all leads to control from, people at the top to us at the bottom. And as a result, people are going to want it because they're suffering. They don't know what to do. So they're going to say, please help us. Please save us, government.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, oh, we got you. But with all these new tools and the control, you're their slave, basically. So that's why I think it's going to happen soon, especially with AI. And I don't know how to stop it, bro. It's like we're living in this world.
No, you're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop it.
Yeah.
I remember saying the same shit 20 years ago that you just said right now. And they called me a conspiracy theorist.
Really?
They call me conspiracy theorist like Alex Jones when I said this stuff 20 years ago. This is how much the world has progressed to the point where we do not trust the government anymore. Before COVID, I think people did. Before COVID, I think people trusted the government.
Yeah.
After COVID, it's not there anymore, man.
Yeah, it's gone.
That relationship ain't there, bro. It just ain't there. So at the end of the day, people don't trust the government. And now someone who's not a conspiracy theorist at all, someone who, is not really into conspiracies, that in that secondhand knowledge, that is how much the world has evolved. So much has evolved in the past 20 years. But then again, remember I told you about that pendulum?
Comes back.
So much has devolved. We got trans. We got all sorts of rainbow people around. That's the evolution. That's devolving. So again, on one hand, so many people are evolving. But on the other hand, because that pendulum, so many people are devolving.
So when you talk about society revolving, I gotta ask Fresh. Are you familiar with Doche, the artist with TDE?
Yeah, the black girl that was going crazy about her cameraman.
I want to bring this up. My best friend Malachi, we were talking today, and he was like, "Man, how is it that she has the worst campaign of all time?" He was like, "They all are saying that it's fake. Anything that she do," and I argued that it isn't that the campaign is bad. I think that she was running to get a campaign. It's just the general public has changed. The general public has gotten so savvy to the BS. Like, if you look back now, anyone that's watching, and you go back to the Obama Yes We Can campaign videos, this shit is cringe. You can tell it was orchestrated. You can tell it was manufactured. But I think that's in turn to a lot of creators on YouTube, et cetera, exposing the systems, exposing the trends, showing how people have campaigns, PRs, et cetera, that it's all just a lined up, manufactured reality. I don't think that these campaigns are any worse. I just think people have gotten smarter. It's the same thing like when you look at an old video game console. It's blurry now.
When you were young when Obama was running, you were about 13, 14. You were about 12 or something. No, 16 or something like that. I remember those Obama days.
Pause, nigga.
I remember those Obama days, man.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to tell you is he was looked at as a messiah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was looked at as a fucking
For
messiah.
black people, he was the king.
Yes,
not just black people.
Whites too, they love
a
him.
lot of white people love. Man, to this day, I haven't seen anyone in politics with as much charisma as Barack Hussein Obama.
Well, you know what
got
it
it,
was?
yeah.
He was with the culture.
He got it.
Bro, he was with the basketball players, football players, the celebrities, the rappers.
Yeah.
He was with the culture, bro. So you couldn't not love him because he's done with the people.
And that's what I was saying. Looking back now the people's eyes are like, oh man, the only way that this many people will support in unison is for money or power. There's no way this many people, this many celebrities have the same message. The messages would typically be them saying the exact same line, but it'd be like, yes, 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 we can. That type of stuff is cringe now. When you used to have so many celebrities pushing the same messaging, that used to seem like a powerful message. If you even look at We Are the World with Michael Jackson, if they push something like that nowadays, it would be ridiculed, bro, off the internet. Like the
right.
people we don't like fake anymore. Even like influencers, we were talking about the new strategy and the new formula is more relaxed. They don't like influencers look rich as shit. A lot of these richest influencers and streamers, they tone it down. Like Aiden Ross, you know how you were saying like his house, he has a fake room that he got an entire trailer, an entire studio to set up for that because people are used to regular. That manufactured perfection is no longer the study. I mean, it's not going to.
You made a very good point, bro. Nowadays, bro, especially with social media, people are seeing it for what it is. The glitz and glamour on some level are taken on because now you got celebrities that are making a lot of bank. They have a crazy lifestyle, but people can't relate to you.
Yeah.
So you're like above them, and they're like, yo, like, come out to my level, bro. Because I don't see you as.
Do you know how they do that?
They hate.
Do you know how they do that? Do you know how these people who get rich start relating to the poor folks?
Oh,
They hire them?
No, religion. They start grifting religion. That's how they do. That's what Patrick Bet David did. As soon as he got rich, he was an atheist, but as soon as he got rich, he started grifting religion as a way to build a common bond with the people of the lower class because there's no other way to do it. And by the way, they'll be the most loyal ones of all. They won't spend no money on you, but they'll be the most loyal people to defend you on the internet.
Yeah.
Same thing with Islam. How many more people built their careers off, oh, yo, I took my hadith, I'm now a Muslim. All of a sudden, all these Muslims start following them, and they got a whole bunch of clout. So that is the best way for a rich man. And again, we could talk about a whole bunch of people when it comes to this. That's the way for a rich man to fucking relate to the common people. And by the way, that's a cheat code, but it's not an ethical one. And no one's ever going to accuse me of doing that shit.
Nope. I would argue that's the strategy that people fall upon as well, and politics too.
Yeah. It's not just social media; it's politics too.
So there's a lot of things you could fall back on. But again, I think people are saying, okay, for the first time ever, for example, I remember back in the day, rappers with the big meta. Well, I want to be a rapper, bro. I want to be in music scene.
Yep.
Now I was like, oh, this shit's ghetto. It's not cool anymore.
Hell yeah.
Same thing with streamers, bro. People are seeing nowadays they're human. They have faults, and they're not perfect. So that's a very good point you made up. Yeah.
they're far from fucking perfect.
Oh no, we've seen it, Gary. We've seen
They're
it,
a bunch
Gary.
of degenerates, bro.
We've seen it everywhere.
Yo, in what world does XQC become famous? In what world do people actually watch this fucking fool or care anything about his fucking opinion? I'm more interested in what the fucking ran through horse says than XQC. This is fucking ridiculous. Have you fucking listened to this guy? It's like fucking nails on a chalkboard. How is this guy famous? And by the way, XQC, they didn't shout at you. I'm talking to your fans. Are you fucking out your goddamn mind? This is what you're interested in? Bro.
You know what's funny about streamers too is the ego, bro. It's like, all right, bro, you make good money, but you're still a human being, bro. Like, you're not better than anybody. However, in his case, I mean, I never watched him in my life, bro. Like, SQC, bro, listen, I know I got a stutter, nigga. I get it. But yours is terrible, bro. Like, that shit's worse than dog shit, dog. I'm just saying, dude. It's terrible. You want me to lie? Like, nigga, you're not it, bro.
It's nails on a chalkboard. Listen to this guy talk,
nigga,
bro.
Nigga, you're not it, bro. You're not it. Just keeping it real, bro. But again, this is the culture now that we live in. So, but I think overall, though, man,
let's rate the streamers, bro.
Rate the streamers?
Let's have some fun here, man.
Okay.
Let's rate all of the top streamers. Number one, I would say I Show Speed.
Yeah.
Any disagreement?
I was gonna say Speed.
Speed's number one for sure.
Okay, Speed, born 121, 2005, 11 life path, man. We expect that out of 11s. Who's the next one?
Let's say Kai Cenat.
So we'll say I Show Speed is an A+. He's an A+ streamer. Agreement?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do we put Kai? He's second. Is he an A?
I think there's only 3.
Let's give him
A
A.
plus.
A? You want to put him in the same position as?
Well, if he's an A, then I guess there would only be 2 A plus then.
No. There's an A+, which is Speed.
Well,
Speed. I don't think Kai's at Speed's level.
He needs the collabs, of course.
He's not at that level. He doesn't travel the world and fucking get money to fucking promote China. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, I'd say A then. But
You say Aiden? You say Aiden ahead
Aiden's
of Kai?
A plus. Yeah, Aiden's
Aiden's
A plus.
You put
Aiden's A plus to me.
So do you compare Aiden and I Show Speed at the same?
I have to.
We gotta add in there Ninja.
Oh, the GOAT, the original.
Yeah, Ninja. Ninja still pretty. You know what that is? He's still up there.
He the original.
Yeah, but he's there right now.
Yeah, he's a gamer that
He's still an A+ right now. He still has that same pull right now.
He's a lot of followers, bro. Okay, no, clout, no.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about.
But followers-
I'm talking about clout right now.
Clout, okay.
I Show Speed. A+. We got
Kaisenat A.
Kaisenat A.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll give him A.
With
If you say
Aiden
right
Ross.
now-
Where's Aiden Ross
Well,
at?
then if you're saying right now, I mean, he barely even works. so.
Aiden Ross.
He doesn't
That's
have to.
Man,
Oh,
that's hard.
man.
That's hard to grade. Then if we talking about,
I mean, who
I would
has
give
more
him A plus
clout?
just because, bro, he put a whole platform on his back.
Yeah,
That's
but
just-
he's not there right now. He's LeBron at age 28. Okay, he's not. We're talking about LeBron now.
I don't know what
We're talking about LeBron now. Okay.
All right. So
man.
hold on.
So A.
Let's run it back. We'll give Speed A plus. We'll
Speed A
give
plus.
Kai A.
Okay.
This nigga's
Kai A.
Oh, we got lists here. There we go.
They got the list.
So we're gonna add the names here.
Whoa, did you?
Well,
just,
actually, S is top. S is top tier. Yeah. So, but A plus will be S.
A
Yeah.
plus. Okay.
So Speed is S, right?
Let go. We got Speed is
Here
A
we
plus.
go. So Speed is actually a S.
Okay,
right?
let's do it.
Kai would be A.
Kai would be an A, and I would say Aiden is right below Kai.
A is a B.
A B.
Wow.
It is
I
a B.
call him a B.
Dang,
I call him
man,
a
I
think
think A.
Aiden's an A minus.
I know he ain't been working in a while, but I give him
A minus at least.
I was saying straight A
Nah,
plus. So mine
but
was
you know
A
why?
plus.
He's not consistent.
That's
Back
what I
in the day-
said. He don't work.
His
But I did
schedule,
say that.
bro, he has so much money, bro. like, look at it from his point of view, right?
doesn't work.
I made hella bread.
Yeah.
I make connections for the company. I'm bringing people in. Nigga, I'm doing an awesome job.
Okay, so can we say they're all A's but different levels?
Nah, he's a B, bro. Bro,
He doesn't
hold
work
on.
though, bro.
Bro,
I
bro,
mean-
bro.
Damn.
Aiden's still a legend, bro. I'm just saying, in terms of content and putting out there, he's not consistent.
So what
Even
you're-
Drake called him out on it.
What you're telling me is, we had Aiden, who's the LeBron at prime, and I'm fucking thinking Aiden is still like he made 5 years past his prime, and you're saying Aiden is what LeBron is now.
He's a Draymond Green.
Wow.
Hold on.
He ain't working,
Hold
but
on.
he's not working.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yo.
He got 4 rings though. He's still a legend, but he ain't the same. He ain't that nigga, bro. I'm just saying. Bro. You know what's the biggest hurt to a streamer, bro? Is because they used to be on top and they're not there anymore. So even
yeah,
though
that's-
they still stream, it's not the same.
He's smart enough not to do anything with Kanye right now. We can't say that for other people.
Hey man, if niggas want to be retarded, that's on them, bro. But look, I'm just saying, Aiden's still a legend. But
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
there we go.
Would you want a gay man to say he likes seeing you with your shirt off? How would you respond if a gay man said, "I like seeing you with your shirt off"?
I'll be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think to say.
Yeah,
So hold on, I got.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Because like he already admitted that he's a homosexual.
Yeah,
and
bro.
now he's out here saying, "Yo, I like how you look without your shirt off, bro."
That's suspect, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, in Jamaica we call that a batty boy. Straight up.
Listen, straight up. I'm happy I never had an idol.
Oh,
I'm happy I never had an idol in life.
You know what they
Because
say?
too many people out there.
Yo, you know
when
what they say?
meet their idol,
Yeah.
all their fucking virtues, all their principles
Go
go
away.
out the window.
Yo, you know what
I'm
they say?
happy I never had one.
you should never meet your idols because they'll all disappoint you.
I've
So
heard
you
it
should never
before,
meet your
bro.
idols, bro. And it's funny, I met all of my people I want to meet in the industry. And they're cool, but bro, like, you're just regular people with some clout, bro. It's not like they're like, oh my God, you're a god. Nah, nigga, you're,
Bro,
you're a
especially
human
when
being,
you
bro.
talk
Like,
about the old celebrities, the ones that had the marketing and the shit behind them that didn't
Yeah.
do it the influencer route. Yeah, they did a good job of making the people seem better than human. They really did. Like
But
the old celebrities.
there's one celebrity that I met that even to this day is super humble. And that's Drake, bro. Like, he could talk his shit. He could do whatever. He's fucking Drake, but he's super humble, shakes everyone's hand in a room. Cool guy.
Yeah, I heard he does a lot of
Shout out
stuff.
Drake.
This nigga, bro. I'm just saying.
Just say too.
But again, for streamers,
Gary's a fool, man. He's a
Him and Will
fool,
Smith
bro.
got a lot in common.
He's a fool,
hey man, I don't think so. But listen, for
Wow,
streamers,
they're both stars.
we'll give ISO Speed a
Yeah.
S.
Okay.
We'll give Kaisana a A. We'll give Aiden a B.
Why is an S in front of an A?
No, for S rank. That's how they do like rankings.
The fuck A plus, man. We're going to
this
take back
tier-
to school,
No,
bro.
but that's
S is
the
always
graph. But S is higher than A.
Okay, so we got 3 out the way. Who's number 4 in this game?
You talking about this year? Maybe like
I mean, this year, next year. Who's
maybe
number 4?
DDG ish.
DDG is back.
DDG?
He's back.
Wait a second. You're telling me a guy who just showed you how to get cheated on and got exposed is number 4?
Yeah.
So you're telling me like
Hold on.
he's a
This
cuck?
year,
As
2025.
much as we not cool right now, I would say he's grinding, bro. But you know who's a harder worker than? Hold on.
You know who's grinding more? His girl or his ex. His ex-girl's grinding her a lot, bro. You put her on. Every time he sees her, he knows he's the one to put her on.
Listen. I gotta do special mention though.
Yeah.
He should be A, should be S, but he's nerfed. Myron Gaines. Bro, that nigga's stamina, pause, is off the chain.
Yeah.
24-hour stream, no sleep. Bro, who does that? And he streams every single day.
A horse.
Monday to Friday, religiously at 5 p.m. Like, who's doing that?
A horse.
Dude, I don't
That nigga
know
work
any
harder than some
streamer.
horses.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know any streamer that does that. Dude, me and Myron back in the day, we did 7 days a week. First 2 years of the podcast. 7 days a week, no breaks. Never traveled, never took a day off. 7 days a week. Who does that? So top tier for hardworking is Myron Gaines, bro.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Yeah, it's different.
So he got to be up somewhere up there. Let's say let's say like a C is probably like let's say C could be like
Someone like Cena or something.
let's say Duke Dennis? No. FaZe Clan. Let's say like
that's real fair, bro.
like
It's
FaZe
King U Forces
FaZe
shit.
Lacey maybe?
Yeah.
FaZe FaZe Clan?
Is that the one that Jack Doherty's ex is with right now?
Yeah, it is, bro. Yo, Bills, find the top list for streamers real quick online.
Yo,
Let's bring it up.
McKinley, remember where I told you fucking leave Jack? I
But
went in their
damn, what?
house.
You called
I
it?
went in their house and I said, yo, you're going to leave this motherfucker.
Where will we rank Jack though in
Jack?
2025? That's
Oh, he
nigga.
fell off.
Interesting.
He fell off. He's
Yeah,
like a
he-
ran through one, bro.
He was
I'll
Yeah,
give
bro.
him.
He was
I'll give him.
top
I'll
five,
give him
too.
a.
He got his bag, though.
I'll give him a cool E. E for effort.
God damn.
E for effort.
Hey, he's trying.
So then
I
I give Neon
trying.
C.
He's
Then
trying though.
I give Neon C a B then if Jack's down at E.
Oh, Platboy Max. Yes, he got to be somewhere up there. So let's give
was-
him like a C.
Yeah, because Black Boy was just like A last year. It's crazy how fast this moves.
Let's give him like a C. Dude,
Yeah.
it's like the fucking rap game, bro.
yeah, this shit moves
it's legit.
quick,
Like,
bro.
who's on top now? You're not gonna be there forever. So
True.
That's true.
I
So
mean,
true.
it's a fucking rap battle going on with these streamers. And then let's give a D. Who be D?
Abba and Preach.
Nigga, then I'm on a list, bro. Then niggas have some
Abba
bums,
and
bro.
Preach.
Nah, nigga, you tweaking, bro.
No, Abba and Preach are, they should give hope. Because if you're like a bitch ass dude like them and you made it, that should give you hope because they don't have any original content. They're not interesting their own. Nothing they say has any value, but they bring up and talk about people better than they are to actually get views because they're not interested. They don't have that it factor. So the only way they can make it is to talk about people who are better than them. Imagine that is what you have to sell in life. You can't promote anything about yourself because you don't excel at anything, quite frankly. You're a fucking loser. So the only thing you can do is talk about people who are better than you. And quite frankly, you're not even helping yourself eat. They are. You're eating off someone's plate, but you're eating the scraps. You're literally eating the scraps because you're your own fans. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want to hear you talk about someone else. Wipe that shit off your chin, boys.
So I got a list here for the streamers here. We got, in no particular order, Pokemon, Rubius.
No woman is going to be a top. No woman's going to be a top.
They really don't dominate.
Hold on. This is the internet right now. It's not me.
Stop.
It's Aiba, Kaisenat, Ninja, Hasanabi, Shroud, Tifu, the Gref, Aiden Ross. I don't know, nigga.
That's crazy.
Aaron Play, Gauls, ISO Speed, and Soda Poppin'. I don't know half of these niggas, bro.
I know 3 people on that list.
Yeah.
Come
I don't
on,
know how these
stop
niggas,
the
bro.
games. Stop the games. Stop the games, man. No woman's gonna be on that list because quite frankly, man, you know how easy it is to fucking get a set of boobs and fucking leave them exposed. And we're like, oh, have I ever told you about it? Just lean over. That's how they get views. And I talked about this before, bro, because back in the radio days, and back in the days where there was a Howard Stern and Rush Limbaugh, there were no women. Because women couldn't sell their sexuality.
Good
they
point.
have to actually sell content.
Good
they
point.
have to sell jokes, talk about interesting things. And they have none of that. So if they can't sell their sexuality, if you can't actually see them, they fail every single time.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so we need a D-list streamer.
How about we just pull up Twitter and we fucking go through someone like, oh, that's him. How about all the Nick Fuentes, a D-list streamer, man, because he doesn't have any real influence.
I couldn't.
Nah,
because he barely works, but he's above D. With
He's
clout.
above D.
no, but
No one
If
knows
he
who
was
he is.
24/7.
but no. Nick is smart though.
If he did it
He's in a whole
24/7,
different
he
lane.
should.
There's a lot of people who are smart, but like,
But no,
he
but
did it 24/7.
I would call him like a political analyst. I would call him like a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Because he's right on some points, and it's like he's just smart. He's not really like a streamer per se. So I would put him in this category. I'm talking about actual entertainer. Just streams. Let's say like I don't know, AMP, which is cussing out people.
AMP, yeah.
You got Phantom. You got Duke Dennis.
What percentage of AMP's check do you think Kai's getting? I mean, you know, we'll say we'll find out how much what blood he has in him. Then,
Yeah,
is it that star blood or is it that black blood?
I'll be honest, bro.
Agent still streams, ain't it?
Yeah, he does. He does.
So I don't know if
But the streaming world is changing every day, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. So let's give FaZe Lacey or no Plotboy Max is what D?
I would put him over D just because he had a good year last year.
So C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above D at least.
So we'll put Lacey
like
at
Lacey,
D
yeah. That's fair.
because he's popping right now.
Listen, the only reason I know who Lacey is because I heard Mackenzie say something about it. So listen, I'll whatever, fuck her. When it comes down to it, man, you think I'm gonna remember these bros' names?
No.
Get real, man. At the end of the day, I want you guys to understand something. If I don't know you, you ain't shit.
I'm trying to think who else.
And quite frankly, I probably got more views than you. 9 billion views. How many people beating that shit?
Not a lot, bro.
How many people beating 9 million views? Zerka fucking fucks with 9 million views. I got fucking 9 billion fucking views. Go on TikTok. Go on all the fucking. You'll see my fucking face, and whether you like it or not, it's always gonna be there.
I will say though, Gary's a master of clips. Like his clips go viral everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. So Gary's a viral master. I'll give you that, Gary.
Fuck about a goddamn podcast. You fucking do this shit for clips, man.
Yeah.
You do this shit for
Guys, understand? Views are cool, but clips are what actually matters. Like,
don't tell him that.
Okay, never mind. Forget
Don't give them any game.
Yeah.
These same people you give game are gonna fucking talk shit about you, man.
You're right.
The exact same
Gary
people.
gatekeep, nigga. Gary gatekeep.
Hell yeah, man.
No, for real, bro. I'm just keeping it real with people, you know. But yeah,
So am I.
we'll forget that.
Anyways, listen, let's go to the super chats, man. If you want a super chat, 98 or above, man.
Wait,
let's
I
lead
gotta
them
mention
up.
one more.
Go ahead.
DJ Academics. He's been in the game 10 years plus.
I'm gonna be biased and end up giving him like.
I'll give him like a.
I'm biased.
Actually, you know what? I'll give him an S.
Yeah, I say
you know
S,
why?
bro.
10 years in the game, still relevant.
And he
Bro,
runs his industry.
who does that? Top of
Top
the game.
his industry, bro.
No one
Yes.
has beaten him yet in the I want to say commentary industry of rap.
Yeah.
So he's number one
And
still.
literally the most hated. Still, they can't stop him.
33 life path.
Who? That?
Yeah.
Him?
He's a 33, bro.
No way.
Yes.
Bomba Club.
He's a 33
No way.
life path, bro.
That's crazy.
That's why he fucking
What the
dominates what he
hell?
does, bro.
That's
why he
wild
came
as
down.
shit.
He doesn't do anything special. He just dominates, right?
Well, he has, but like his commentary is just legendary.
Yeah, bro. He knows how to talk.
he does.
33s know how to talk. Shocking. All right, let's go through the chats, man. There's so many. By the way,
welcome back, Gary.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you see that?
Hold on. Special mention.
Sam.
When Gary's here, we get paid. There you go. That's why Gary's here. Just kidding. Also, he's a good talk. Good talk. So classic mod. What's up, Gary? Male, 11/10, 1985. What do you think of this woman I'm dating with a birthday of 12/23? You blocked me there, Bills. 1997. Should I keep going to build a family or find someone else? So his is 11/10.
Gotcha. You're an 8 life path, and she is a 7. She's also a looker. She's an ox. Wow. Nah, bro. Long term ain't gonna work out. But you're not gonna listen to me. She's bad. No, she's a bad one, man. She looks good. He's not gonna listen to me.
Damn.
So here's what's gonna happen, man. The more and more you're with her, the more and more possessive she's gonna get. She's not gonna be the type that's gonna put up with you cheating on the side long term. And you both know you're gonna cheat on the side, bro. I mean, you got the games, man. I already see the birthday. I know who's gonna do it, who's not. So if you're gonna find a girl who is gonna put up with it, it's probably not gonna be this one long term. Quite frankly, she's a very intelligent woman. You sure you want that, bro? There's not many of those she's actually intelligent and fucking smart. Rare fucking
That's
combination.
scary, bro. That's scary,
That's
bro.
really scary. So, I mean, if you're going to be with her long term, she's probably going to outmaneuver you somehow, bro. I'll just keep it real. You're a rich man. Make sure you don't give up your bag. But I know you want kids. If you do get married to her, make sure you got that Jewish lawyer for that prenup.
All right. Nacho Chip 62 says, okay, October 6th, 2000, Libra Dragon, 9 Life Path. Love you, Gary.
October 6, 2000. That is definitely a 9. And when it comes down to it, 9s need to make their money in crypto. 9s are the best at crypto. The problem is that crypto game, that crypto grift is coming to an end very soon. So if you're going to be in that game, yeah, you probably can ride some more waves, but long term, that shit's over. I'm telling you, flat out, one day you're going to wake up, power's gone, all your crypto's gone. You wake up, the government has their new Fed coin or something like that down your fucking throat.
Regulated.
Yeah, we already know what's coming, man. This ain't nothing new. So here's the thing. If you're going to ride Bitcoin, do it very, very quickly.
But if you're smart, Gary, you'll admit the gains from Bitcoin are put into real estate or something that's tangible right away. So if you're smart.
I mean, listen, real estate is good, but it wasn't good in 2008. Wrecked everybody. Real estate's good in Florida, but if you're in Central Florida right now, you're losing money on real estate. So there's also, the main thing with real estate is location, location, location.
That's true.
So it's not always all, dandy with real estate. But when I look at you, my friend, you're going to have money in life. Just be an honorable person. And the only thing that's really going to bring you happiness is a family.
Damn.
So, I mean, listen, I'm going to be like that because I see how people are. You don't like being alone. You want to be around people. And you don't have that in you right now, but you will in the future. And quite frankly, you need to be around family. That shit's not going to kick in until later in life, but I promise you, that's what it's going to come down to. I wouldn't even be surprised if you work for the government in some way, but you're going to be in a position of power, and you're definitely going to have a fucking bag. This year, it's all going to be about learning as much as possible right after your birthday hits. Go out there and understand that bag is important in life, but it's not the most important thing in life. The bag just makes things a lot easier in life. Like, for instance, I can travel first class. I don't have to be in coach. I could fucking pay an Uber driver to fucking take me to fucking Reno. I just was sick of being in San Francisco, so I'm like, yo, how much do I go to fucking Reno? And I just fucking gave him cash on the spot, bro.
Damn.
And that is that is what money gives you.
Freedom.
It gives you the luxury to do things because people are fucking thirsty for it. Yeah. Once you have it, that makes it, but is it going to fucking get you everything? Money's not going to buy you love. Not one person has ever bought love from a fucking woman. They leased the fuck out of it.
They leased it.
They leased it.
They borrowed
but they
it.
never fucking bought it, bro.
Long term, yeah.
And I want you guys to understand this. You can never buy a woman with money. You can just lease her. Mm-hmm. And that's never going to change. That is why you have women right now who don't give a fuck because they weren't taught at a young age to have more love for something else like a child than anything else.
Yeah.
Once that bond is broken with a woman and a kid, these women are out here in the streets being whores, selling their fucking body for resources, just fucking the cycle up. Because why does a man have to fucking have a family if he can just fucking have sex from any fucking whore in the streets? There's no reason to.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna pay for fucking milk if the fucking shit's free everywhere? Makes no fucking sense.
Moo.
I was thinking though, if the women,
Moo, motherfucker.
So the question is, if the women were to get it together, wouldn't that mean there's less pussy on the streets for us?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point. It would make you want to have a wife and kids because you have that steady shit on lock instead of being without it. Because if there's no whores in the streets, it's tough to get it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So just by keeping the women in check, you keep the men in check by default.
By default, yeah.
Damn.
You understand? And this is what they always knew. This is what the old timers always knew. You have to control a woman's sexuality because if you don't, they start using their body to gain resources. Eventually, fucks up a nuclear family. Game fucking over.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get back to the readings.
All right, we got up next. Solo352 says, December 11, 1980. Best county/town in Florida to purchase my next home. Currently in Hernando. Is this the best year for my move or should I wait? Rather stay in Central Florida.
Well, you said you wanted the best place in Florida for yourself, and you are born in 1980. You're the monkey. Fresh, you're born in 1992. You're the monkey.
Yes,
Where's the
sir.
best place for this gentleman to live?
Well, I gotta say it is Miami.
Miami, founded.
Let's go.
Founded in a monkey year. That is why Miami right now is being favored in the United States of America. Founded in a monkey year. That's why the state that had all the money in it and still does to a point, New York, was founded in a monkey year. It always circles back. So you wanted the best place? Sorry, it's not going to be Central Florida. It's going to be Miami.
There you go.
Now, you find a good place. There's a lot of good, high rises in Miami. You're quite frankly, you're a 5 life path, so I don't think you should be living anywhere long term. Couple years here, couple years here. You're like water. You got to be on the go, bro.
Damn.
That's how people who are 5s are, man. Honestly, that's a really good place to live, man.
You know what's funny? He can get a condo here for like
Yes.
2-3K.
Yep.
And rent it out, and then when he's back, just live in it. Like do short-term leases, rent it out when he's not here, travel a little bit, and come back, and then do your thing, bro.
The best thing to do on earth is to experience a lot of different cultures and
Yes.
places.
Yeah.
Well said, bro.
There is nothing more important other than the family than doing that. Because I was just in Reno, Nevada, when I was just in Lake Tahoe. Bro, you know I have a beautiful view here in Miami.
Yeah.
I fucking overlook the
water.
ocean and everything. Probably one of the best views in America. Bro, I was overlooking the mountains and the lake. Bro, that shit rivals it. And quite frankly, those fucking pine trees, all that fresh air.
It's peace, bro.
Yo,
You can't buy that. It's peace.
So again, I want to be in Miami sometimes. I want to fucking be 305 running my mouth. But sometimes I want to be over there. I just want to chill. So one thing that you can do in life, and by the way, you don't have to be rich doing this. I remember driving my fucking little Neon. You know, there used to be a car called a Neon, bro. I'm not fucking kidding you. There used to be a little car called a Neon, man. A little fucking car called. I used to run that shit through the fucking back and forth. But it was a Prius that I was running from Cleveland to Vegas. And again, I'd stop at rest stops, sleep there. I traveled, bro. Even when I was fucking poor, I found a way to fucking travel. Now it's first class. Now, I can't get it, coach. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, sue me, man. I can't get it, coach, man.
Not anymore.
You guys can fucking make jokes. I'm fat. I need 2 seats, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm still not going to be a coach. Those front seats fit me awful well. That's all I'm gonna tell people. All right. But going back to my friend. Going back to my friend. He's born on the 11th, which means he has a lot of charisma. And anyone born on the 11th is going to have a level of charisma where people want to always go up to you, open up to you, and like tell you their problems. How do you think a guy like Aiden Ross made it? How do you think a guy like Aiden Ross made it? Because he's born on the 11th. Same reason Hulk Hogan made it. He's born on the 11th. Same reason Joe Rogan made it. He's born on the 11th. So when you have that 11 energy, you have a certain level of charisma that just resonates with people. And quite frankly, I'd be shocked if you're not fucking, taking advantage of it. Last thing I'm going to tell you is you're going to grow young, my man. Even when you're old, you're still going to look young. So congratulations. That's like the fountain of youth.
Good stuff. Someone said it's called a Dodge Neon, the car.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, bro. You know what?
They had a Chrysler Plymouth Neon too, I believe.
Oh, shit.
2 brands.
JX, name's Jason, male, 0707, 1997. What the heck? All 7s. Please give advice on lifestyle and habits a ox should follow for good health and wellness, and career advice. Active duty, 8 years, moving to a Rooster City in June, re-enlisted until 2030. Should I do full 20 for pension or leave and pursue business?
That's some good stuff. And what do I always teach about military? What is the number of the military? Number 4. That man is a 4. He's in the service.
Oh, shit.
Military starts with M. M is the 13th letter. 1 and 3 is 4. Donald Trump is the law and order military president. He's a 4 life path. So people who are 4s, the military just goes with them. So if you're asking me what you should do, I think you should keep enlisting, bro. I think you should get that 20 years. You excel where people need a routine. You excel in that type of environment.
Wow.
Other people don't. And quite frankly, the ox is a military sign, my dude.
Damn.
Saddam Hussein is an ox. Everyone's fucking hero right now because they're fucking insane. Hitler is a fucking ox. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? People who are oxes like Napoleon. These are oxes. Oxes have a very militaristic thinking in life. You know who the main ox is? Right, at least right now? Benjamin Netanyahu. That's an ox, and his answer for everything is to drop bombs. Got it. It is what it is, folks.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And by the way, I support Israel's right to defend itself, but not that prime minister. He's gone, bro.
Gotta go.
He is gone.
Gotta go.
And I'm going to talk to Mossad directly. I know people think I'm an agent, but I'm going to talk to them directly. At no point is any prime minister in Israel's history worth this much drama. Israel cannot function if the American president and the Israeli prime minister are at odds. They can't function like that because you need America to protect you. So I would honestly tell you guys to get rid of Netanyahu. It's time for him to go because he's causing you more trouble than he's fucking worth at this point. Get rid of him so we can start looking at peace in some way. Because this guy, you know, Netanyahu was facing criminal charges.
He was.
Before all this war started. This guy would have rather have this war extended than to face those charges because he knows when this war ends.
He's next.
He's next.
100%.
He knows this. So, and the people know this too. We're not stupid. Not everyone here is vaccinated. All right? We're not all stupid, okay? Bruh. We know the Dallas Mavericks had the fixing to get Cooper Flagg as the #1 pick. We know the fix is in. We're not stupid. Do not treat us like we're stupid. We'll get to that Cooper Flagg thing in a second.
Yeah.
I got something to show you. Dom already saw it. Don't say anything. All right? But lastly, yeah, you should be in the military. And quite frankly, I think you'll be in a position of power in the military if you keep doing it. Where you should move, I think it's always best for oxes to be around rat energy and snake energy. Rooster is good, but it's not the best.
By the way, when this is done, I got somebody I need to do a live reading for.
Sure.
Coming on very shortly.
Sure.
All right, we got up next Jake. Jake said is 6/20/2000, Australian male. What country should I have to move to? And what career paths would I have you recommend for my numerology and astrology? Currently working in IT.
You're born in the year 2000. That's a dragon year. I think dragons excel in monkey energy. So for you, United States of America, good luck getting in, especially if you're a white man. Then again, Donald Trump is letting the Africanos in, right? Yeah. So some white people are slipping through the cracks of the immigration system. So you could try, but quite frankly, America, Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure if you want to do that Muslim thing, but that's a good place for you to make money. I'm just talking about specifically about money. When it comes down to your type of birthday as a dragon, understand that rat energy is good, but I don't recommend living in Israel. I'm not sure that's safe at this point. So I would say try to get it into America as much as possible. That is where your goal is going to lie. And you're going to be one of those guys who's going to be rich later in life.
The good thing is he's working in IT. And usually they're very flexible. So that's a good thing he could travel with.
Bro, do you understand they're going to have fucking AI is going to get rid of all those IT guys within 2 years?
Yes, but I got you. But here's the benefit of doing IT right now. You could be the first person to bring up our usher in AI by teaching people what to do. So, for example, my buddy has a huge company here in Florida. You know what he's doing now? He's preparing for what's happening with AI. Hey, I can teach you how to use AI in your home, in your business. I'll do that for you. So if you're smart about it, you take advantage of AI happening now, you become the guy that teaches people about AI, how to use it.
That's a hustle that's going to last very, very short amount of time, short. 18 months. But yeah, if you can ride that wave, go ahead.
He has time. From now to 2030, he has time.
That goes for a lot of people. Yep. Good luck.
Good point. Melinda Dom says she's a female, 0323, 69, married 35 years. Her husband's a 05, 1762, and son is February 6, 96.
Dom, that's your birthday. 323 over there, man.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
She has 2 sons.
I'm putting in work, girl.
Yeah, all those readings.
Okay, let's start with her. 323, 69. 69 is the year of the rooster. Roosters are extremely loyal. They bitch a lot. They'll balk you to death. A lot of their husbands are going to get heart attacks. But they're loyal. They ain't going to cheat on you. So at least you got that going for you, man. There's always something of every side. Love you, baby. I married a rooster, man. But I can handle anything in life because my mom's a rooster and my wife is a rooster.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, I can definitely handle that mental gymnastics. But when it comes down to roosters, they need someone who's loyal. They're not going to put up with someone cheating on them.
No.
There's some signs like goats, stuff like that. As long as you have a big bag, it's okay. They're cool with you cheating on them. Not roosters, not now, not ever. She's a home and family person, man. She's a 6 overall, so to her, home, family, she's probably still attractive because she's born in the 23rd. She's traveled quite a bit. And quite frankly, she's doing very well financially, so congratulations to her. Let's see, husband 5/17. You notice how the husband's born on the 17th?
Yeah.
1 and 7 is 8. You notice that trend? You notice the trend where the men have that 8 energy and the women have the 5 energy? Because what is the most important in women? It's looks.
Looks.
So they're always with the men with the resources. Man, this is so easy. How do people not see this shit? You blind as a bat people out there. It is what it is. But he's born 1962. Oh, wow. Okay. 4 life path. Extremely hardworking guy. But he definitely knows how to bring home the bacon. Very rich, probably in a powerful position. Let's see.
Sun is February 6, 96.
February 6, 96. Oh, wow. We got a 33 life path. Yeah, he's definitely going to be put on by daddy. Very powerful birthday. I like it. And last one?
Last one is 07/18/2000.
Make sure he's not an addict. He's not. He's not going to be the leader. The first one is. What you have to make sure is his surroundings are extremely important. Make sure he's around the right people in life. If he is, you'll be fine.
All right. You want to finish first or take a break?
We'll take a break. Let's go. We'll come back. And by the way, if you run a reading 98 or above, we'll do it live.
Let's bring our special guest in. I think it's time.
Let's go to the commercial. Can we do commercial first?
Yep. Commercial break, guys, and we'll be right back. Cool.
Bruh. Bruh.
Test.
Again, always appreciate the Q app for sponsoring the show.
Yes.
And we have a special guest, brother.
White boy Rick in the building.
Introduce yourself.
Rick Wershey. A lot of people know me as White Boy Rick. Pleasure to be here, fellas. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Tom, Gary, Fresh.
Thank you for
fellas
coming,
in
bro.
the back. I appreciate everybody.
All right, why the hell they call you White Boy Rick? And by the way,
First off,
this is
Gary,
the first
I'm
time.
white.
This is the first time.
I'm white.
This is the first time we've had like an equal amount of like
Yeah,
whites
black and
blacks
white.
on the show.
Okay.
So
We're
I
trying to
get
balance it
solidarity,
out.
brother.
We're trying to
Solidarity.
We're trying to balance it out.
So tell us about yourself, brother.
Longest serving juvenile in the world for a drug crime. Couple movies about my life. I did 33 years in prison. Been home almost 5 years.
Yep.
Created a brand, The Eighth by White Boy Rick. Work with kids, work with Team Wellness, the largest mental health company in Michigan. Work with kids a lot. We give back a lot. Love for a Child. We're getting ready to send foster kids to summer camp. Last 3 years, we've donated over $100,000 to Love for a Child.
Let's go.
You know, try and do positive things. I try and do something positive every day.
Oh, you said how many years?
33 years, bro.
Damn.
Watch this.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's crazy,
Like
bro.
that? Like that?
How the world's connected. You see that?
Man,
By the way,
energy's everywhere.
I'm
brother.
wearing a shirt right now. The 8-man number of money, number of wealth. 8.
8 is the number of money. 20 is the number of wealth.
There you go.
But yeah, 8 Mile.
I got out on the 20th.
Got out on the 20th.
Wow, that's crazy.
Peace
Tell
and
you a little
solidarity,
story
man.
about that.
So, if you don't mind, Gary, I want to do a live reading for his birthday.
Let's do it.
And then let's do it. Yeah. So, when's your birthday?
7/18/69.
7/18/1969.
God damn, nigga, you old.
So when it comes down to him, he is someone who learns very quickly. He learns extremely quickly. He doesn't always retain everything he learned in the past, but he learns extremely quickly. He's a very loyal individual too. Remember I talked about
Damn.
roosters?
Yeah.
Remember I talked about roosters being very loyal? This is an extremely loyal guy, man. He's a principled man. He's about his principles and stuff like that, man. When it comes down to it, it looks like his life changed around 97, 98. That's when he had a big freaking shift in his life. And he's been more of a loner since then. And he's been more of a type of person who's trying to learn as much as possible. To his drug of choice is knowledge. That is what he likes to do. 2023 might have been a little fucked up for you. That was your enemy year. And when it comes down to it, every single rooster, you know, not every single one, but I would say about 90% of them took L's in their enemy year. Sean P. Diddy Combs is a 1969 rooster. He got caught up in 2023. Vince McMahon, a 1945 rooster, got caught up in 2023. So when it comes down to a lot of people with that type of energy, you know what I'm saying, they have issues. Now, the thing was with him, he's a rooster, so the exact opposite should have happened for him in 2023, which means he could have took L's, straight L's. What you have to understand is this year, brother, this is your good year. You're in the year of the snake, man. This is the year you make things happen.
Let's go.
And you're in the 305.
That's it. I love it.
So when it comes down to it, my friend, I see an extremely intelligent individual. I see a person who can be the center of attention if he wants to be, but he doesn't want to be too much anymore, man. But he has a lot of stories to tell us, man.
Yo, just keeping it real, Rick. Was that on point?
More than you. The 23 part, more than you know.
Really?
Yeah, I caught a felony in 23, but thank God it was dropped.
Whoa,
good.
bro, what the?
It was some bullshit. Yeah, everybody knew it was bullshit, but
Yeah.
they dropped it.
Have I ever met you before?
Never in my life.
Okay, so this is
Yo.
how this is.
Undefeated,
Bro,
bro.
this
That
is
shit
how this
crazy.
works.
This is a live show.
And
Yeah.
everybody who knows me,
Yeah.
I have a decent following out there.
Yeah,
I ain't no bullshit with me. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, just like I said, roosters are gonna
straight up,
we
keep it where
just
it
met
is.
each other, and like it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
I was like, wow. When he was talking, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like he knows you.
And yeah,
That-
that
And
was-
I know you.
Hey, brother, that 33.
That's
33
crazy,
is all
bro.
I need to know.
That's
that was
crazy,
little,
bro. Listen,
my hair. What hair I have left on the back of my neck
Felt it,
stood
right?
up a little bit.
And,
You
and I
said
want
that.
people to understand, I'm used to this. As much as that shocks him, this is the reaction I'm used to because I've been doing this for decades.
yeah.
I told Donald Trump he'd be president of the United States in 2016.
And
He
I'm-
didn't believe me.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I never really believed in this
Me too, bro.
until like some of the things he just said. I was like, "What the fuck?"
How would he
I,
know?
Like I had to keep my mouth shut. I wanted to be like, "Bro, how the fuck?" But bro, that was deep.
Now you know why he
It's the
went.
best
He
word.
went to sports betting too.
Do you think I could have faked that in any way?
Absolutely not.
So before, when you came in here,
Bruh.
if anyone talked about numerology and astrology, you probably thought, well, whatever, man, whatever.
Honest to God.
But-
I did.
but right-
when I was listening to you, I was picking up on what you were putting down. But when I sat down and you really picked up on it,
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you change the world one person at a time. Because now his followers are going to look into it. This is how the game works. So, again, some people are out here grifting religion. They can do anything they freaking want, man. I am talking the truth. This is a virtual reality, brother. This is a virtual reality. And the reason I'm able to do this is because it's an artificial realm. That's why numerology and astrology actually works. If this was a real realm, this shit wouldn't work.
Right.
It's that simple. And by the way, all these other numerologists, they can tell you that because they're all fucking stupid. That's why they're all broke. It is what it is, fellas. It is what it is. And this is how you prove it because this man ain't gonna lie to me. He doesn't even fucking know me, man.
Straight up.
He ain't gonna lie. The fact is, he is legitimately shocked in a way. But at the point, he understands what's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I do. This is what I do. And very few people in the world can do this. And I educated so many people about this in the past couple years. Some of them think they know it better than me. I forgot more numerology than you motherfuckers know, man. It is what it is, man. This is why people learn, go to GG33. Who taught you numerology and astrology, dumb?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you got it.
and at the end of the day, brother, did not everything start working out in your 8th year?
Yeah, definitely did.
How was your enemy year?
Shitty. Worst year of my recent life.
You were demonetized,
Yep.
and then you got it back when Gary said.
Demonetized, blackballed. People tried to get me killed, offering $7,500 to family members for information on me. It was limitless.
This man almost had a fucking case dropped on him in his enemy year. I didn't even know that.
Wow.
It is what it is, man. And this dude took the wrong person to see the wrong person in the wrong year.
Yeah.
And that shit cost you big, bro.
Networking backfired on me, bro. Networking, that was bad.
Damn, that was the enemy year too?
Yeah,
Fresh?
it was his
oh, wow,
enemy
that's
year.
crazy. Okay.
Well, hold on.
with his
Hold
enemy
on.
side.
Hold on. To be fair, it wasn't me though.
Yeah,
I was proxy just being there, but it wasn't me.
But at
happened in a year.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
the Tigers still did the damage in the enemy year.
That's true.
I'm changing Fresh's circle for him.
He is.
I'm changing his circle. I'm bringing him around better people, not the leeches.
Genuine billionaires, good people that he's bringing around.
I took him around some of my old friends that are like very good people that you would never know have anything, bro. And you know, I said, bro, these are the type of people that you surround yourself with, and forget about what they have. They're good people. The other thing is a bonus where it could help out, but they're good people, man.
Yeah.
And bro, I'm an energy person, so when you were talking, your energy I was like, damn, I like this motherfucker, but I ain't never met you.
I know
shook
I
your
know how to
hand.
talk, bro.
But like bad energy. I was around negativity. You have to remember for over 3 decades.
Admit this. Most of the people in prison belong there.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Listen, I'm not, I tell people all the time, I'm not someone that got out of prison and go, man, nobody should be in prison. Fuck that. Some motherfuckers belong in there. I don't want you living next door to my mom. Like, some of you motherfuckers belong in there, bro.
Keeping it real.
Chasing them fucking kids, the internet little bullshit that I wasn't hip to and learned in there. And like, some of them motherfuckers need to stay in there. Like, listen, bro, at the end of the day, if you're preying on an innocent person in society, you belong in prison. That's it. Like
half the politicians would be locked up.
yeah,
bro.
I know. There's a lot of them motherfuckers. I put some of them in prison. You just don't know the whole story.
Oh shit.
So
Democrats.
we ain't gonna go into
We're not going in there right now.
but yes. But my case was like a lot of people, bro. There's a lot of misconceptions. There's a big movie about my life. The movie's fake as fuck.
Thank you.
Like my boys in there, Boo Curry. It makes it look like I did something. Boo is my best friend to this day.
Don't feel bad,
We travel
man.
together.
Jesus' name is fucking in the movie ain't right
It
either.
doesn't bother me at all. You know, and I go on with my life. I live good. I live better now than when I was selling drugs.
Yeah.
So everything I have, they can't take anything from me.
Let's go.
The blessings don't stop. I have an amazing circle. Fresh knows, like he's part of it. I was introduced to him. We hit it off right away through one of the most solid people I met
In Vegas.
since I've been home. Zach, I love Zach.
Zach is
Like a
amazing.
little brother. I do his pod every year for Martin Luther King Day. Like amazing individual. And Zach introduced me to more people and you know, it's me and you talk all the time, Fresh, about networking and how important it is in your life if you want to be successful.
When I first met Rick, right, I'm like, who is this guy? Chain, white guy. I'm like, he's a rapper. But no, he came from where he came from, obviously in prison, and made a life change. And he helps people, kids, dogs, family, everything. So Rick is a good person, man, genuinely.
I try to be, bro. If I stumble, I get back up, brush my shoulder off, and you know, the one thing that I'm proud of myself is I didn't let prison dictate who I was going to be later in life. I let prison make me a better person and came out and I did what I said I was going to do, and I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So a lot of the naysayers out there, when I was doing the fundraisers from prison and this, they were like, oh, he's doing that because he's in prison. Eat a dick. Like, I still do it. I do it more today than ever. I give way more than I should. My circle of friends help me do that. And I'm blessed, and we pass the blessings on.
Right.
And, you know, some people say, oh, he drives a Lamborghini. Don't matter what the fuck I drive.
So-
I work every day.
From Shanks to Lamborghinis.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. You know,
Well,
absolutely. And listen, you know, prayers to Tory Lane.
yes.
It's a fucked up prison system all over the country.
He got stabbed.
Tory was stabbed 14 times. I just talked to him about a month ago on the phone.
Yeah.
Amazing young man. One of the people I don't believe should be in prison. I believe he's wrongfully incarcerated. That's my belief.
Free Tory.
If you don't like it, whatever. That's my belief.
Free Tory, bro. By the way, we got to do a podcast with him solo about his story on Fresh and Fit too as well. But let's get back to the actual topics from Dom with the news, and then we'll get into your reactions.
All right.
Cool. All right, what's the first one? Actually, we should do the main event, all right?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, DDG and his baby mama, Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey had a judge grant her a restraining order against DDG for domestic abuse. Halle claims that DDG was aggressive towards her when she tried to stopping him from leaving with Halo, which is his son, in an agitated state. The judge requires DDG to stay 100 feet away from her, and this is a restraining order recently has been set in motion, I believe today. And there should be a video as well. Yeah, next tab. Yeah, so Academic saw this and reacted to it right away, and let's hear his take on it because it's very important what he's saying from back in the day as well. So let's play it.
Halle claims DDG.
He's shocked, bro. Pause.
If they can't,
By the way, this is one of the first people to defend Tory publicly and say Tory's innocent. And it's because he is innocent, but let's continue.
Yeah.
win the public narrative, they make the accusations. Oh my God. Oh my God. Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her multiple times. Gets restraining order. Oh my God. Halle says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She filed a police report and now wants a court order to protect her from the father of her child. In documents, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October. Halle claims that DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a convo with the rapper about the visitation schedule. Again, I keep telling you, all these women, something happened, they run to the bathroom, they take pictures, and they keep it in the tuck. Halle claims
Blackmail.
DDG
Pause. So literally, this is his baby mama, and because she doesn't want him to be with the kids, she's saying that he abused her physically. Now listen, I'm not the biggest person for women coming out and telling lies because obviously it hurts men's status and of course their
How many
job.
times it happened to you?
One time, and I felt
Just so you know, that's the felony I caught in 23. Total bullshit.
bullshit, right?
Total. Listen.
Yeah.
And it cost me damn near 6 figures.
What?
Yes, bro. Yes.
So,
Okay, so this is a problem, right? Women will lie on a good man's name and ruin his reputation. And you know the worst part about this? Listen, I get it. Him and Myron are beefing, but I've seen him obviously in and out events, all this stuff. He won't hurt a fly, bro. DG is the type of guy that does content. He's making some money in and out. So this is some bullshit. I already know. But to put it from his child, from seeing him, bro, is fucked up. That's fucked up.
First of all, none of us up here condone domestic violence
100%.
against a
100%.
woman. I want to get that out of the way.
Yes.
But these girls nowadays, bro, like if they think you're gonna bounce or something, bro, they get crazy, bro.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you, it's a different world out here, bro. For me, it was culture shock. We talked yesterday a little bit about, people ask me what changed. Not much really changed other than technology. These phones, thank God that I have that to get everywhere I go. But and the chicks are so aggressive,
Dude.
But then if you're doing all right and you're going to bounce, these chicks get a little crazy,
they
bro.
fish for assault.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on to say that this judge that granted this restraining order, no, I put $100 or something on the table. I bet it's a lady.
100%. You know what's scary too as well? So when you want to leave somebody, right? Typically speaking, someone's taking an L. Of course, in this case, it's probably the woman. Now, for me, it happens to me actually last year. I met this chick from China, and smashed a couple times, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, listen, you need to go do your thing. I understand what you're doing, and I ain't with it. You go your way, I go my way. It ended. Phone call a week later, she was recording a conversation saying, oh, I'm pregnant. All this bullshit. And just literally, just from that accusation alone, it was going out my credibility.
Yeah, of
Now,
course.
Gary made a statement earlier. He said, when you fuck a hoe, these things happen. And this right here, bro, this woman that he wanted to get with, to have a kid with, bro, she's an industry girl. She sings. She's known in the industry. And like Myron said, if you take a girl like that, bro, she could do this to you all day because she wants to paint the narrative to say, I'm innocent.
I'm the victim.
He's
She
exactly.
has to be the victim.
So this is nothing more than
and as fucked up as it is in society, bro.
yeah.
When this comes about, and I learned it firsthand, they make the woman the victim. Like, yo, bro, like, bro, these chicks, bro, it's different, man.
This is why it's important
The
not to be
professionals.
in situations around these hoes.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't like Mike Pence. I did not like Mike Pence, but he had one rule, really smart rule.
Not by himself.
He's not going to be in the room with a woman by himself.
That's smart.
There's always going to be something there because you can't trust these broads.
No.
You can't trust these broads, man. They will fucking lie. They will say whatever, bro.
I have some friends, bro, very well off in the cannabis industry. When they have a place down here and when they fuck around with these chicks, bro, they'll make them sign an NDA. I told Fresh that.
Facts.
And shout out to you guys. You're my little brothers. You know I love you. I ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they are. And bro, it's actually very smart. Like to protect herself. I mean, a chick can always say, "Oh, I signed it under duress," but bro, they get them on camera. Like this. Like these girls are thirsty, bro. And when they see you with a couple $100,000 watch on and a $300,000 or $400,000 car, and all you're giving them is some dick for the night,
Mm-hmm.
they might want a little bit of something else afterwards. So
Have you
gotta
seen
be
any of the
careful.
portable NDAs that some people have in their houses? Like it's almost like an ATM, and the girl can come in and just put her name and it prints it out for them.
I have not, but I
Yeah,
like that. Where can
yeah.
we buy that?
Well, I look into it, but yeah, there's a machine you can have it like just all set up, and all they do is
That's
crazy,
probably
man.
what these kids have.
Yeah.
These dudes, because
They ready.
They're in their 30s, very super intelligent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super intelligent.
So I would wager that a lot of guys nowadays, obviously, you want to date women, but if you got some money, some status to your name, this could be reality for you. Because
What if I've been preach one day?
These niggas,
bro, I honestly believe, bro, them niggas are gay. But either way, bro,
That's exactly
more
why
power
I
to you.
said that.
I wish them the best in their nefarious activities.
Why
But
do you
again,
think they live in Canada?
but again, listen, I know Myron and DDG are beefing. I get it. But did I think he did this? 100% no. But again, this is a tactic because she knows if she doesn't do this, he's getting likable. He's getting more likable by the second on social media.
He
this
got
man-
with the hoe. He's paying the fucking consequences for it right now.
That is true.
No matter how crazy the hoe is, he still got with
You know
her.
what? This is crazy, man. Shout out.
Look at fucking Shannon Sharp, bro. Dude, this shit's fucking everywhere. So go ahead.
I was gonna say shout out to Myron because Myron also
what happened to Shannon Sharp?
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Okay, so he
Yeah, you good.
I'm very cool with his brother.
yeah. So he was
That's
messing with his
right.
one
Oh,
guy.
wow,
He got caught up.
Sharp.
Yeah.
My man, I golf
You
with him and
gonna
everything.
call him, bro. So what happened was a couple weeks ago, this girl from OnlyFans, 21-year-old, said that he basically abused her and took advantage of her
Yeah, same thing.
without consent. And he had a $100 million deal on the table, and because of that
And they
accusation,
pulled it.
they pulled
Yep.
it.
That's
He lost sponsors, he lost collaborations, everything for not one accusation, which was probably a fucking lie. But again, that dynamic was the BDSM relationship. So I mean, it's given. It's a given.
He met her in his enemy year, 2022.
In the gym.
He's in 1968. He thought he fucking got over.
It's crazy. But
we'll get to readings in
I'm
about
getting
2
ready-
minutes.
I'm getting ready to write down these years in my pocket, and I'm gonna carry them. I'm gonna be like, "When you born?" Nah, push
Exactly what you should be doing.
Hey, it works, bro. Real quick, Bills, can you bring that last video with academics? Go to the comments real quick. Go to the comments real quick. Look at this one. He predicted it actually weeks ago. Listen. You can play the volume. There we go.
I see you trying to defend her. That's a good move, by the way, but let me tell you what happens next. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, I'm going to warn you this. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. And nobody bit. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. Women like this don't stop. You've dodged this one, but you got to wait for the bigger one she about to do. Somebody said, Halle not motherfucking evil? You fucking stupid as hell, nigga. She would have never posted this nigga if she wasn't on that type of topic. Women are only loyal to their emotions. I see you trying to defend her. That's a good move, by the way, but
So he called it weeks before she actually did this shit. But again, instead of marrying guys nowadays, you know what they do to get guys money? They
Have a
do
baby.
lawsuits.
Yeah, lawsuits, baby.
Kids, everything, bro. So, guys, it's a dog eat dog roll out there, man.
Me and my little nephew, I don't want to put his little which one, but he's got a chick sending him through crazy shit, bro. He was a good kid on the right path. Like these chicks, bro, you got to be careful, man. A warning to everybody. Like, well, a hoe's a hoe, but
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Even the good ones, bro. You still got to be careful, bro.
Some say
a
we
change.
put a man on the moon, man. And some say you could fucking, a virgin can get fucking pregnant. I'm willing to believe all of that before I believe you could turn a fucking hoe into a housewife.
Damn. Keeping it real. All right, what's the next one? And I again, I wish him the best, but like, bro, this is part of the game with dating, bro, especially nowadays. These are actually the allegations that were alleged against him. So it says Halle Bailey allegations against DDG. Physically assaulted her, illegally entered her room, sent a photo taken from her bed to insinuate infidelity, subjected her to verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse. Oh my god.
Yeah, what does that even mean? Verbal abuse.
He looked at her the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Damaged her Ring camera. All right, nigga. Threw her phone out his car. Encouraged fans to target her during live streams and fostered a threatening atmosphere around their son.
Oh, she's
my
reaching
God,
for this
that's
shit.
Bro,
crazy.
this is
False.
She's
insane,
reaching,
bro.
bro.
This is insane.
This is some lawyer she hired that is like, this is like legal mumbo jumbo from a thirsty ass lawyer. Bro.
This is what
Yeah.
happens when you give these fucking bras the right to vote. I keep telling you guys. I keep telling you, if you don't fucking wife them up when they're young and fucking put a baby in them, And again, you better be the first one putting a baby in them. You want to talk about real privilege, man? That's real privilege, man. Oh yeah, my mom's a baby mama, but at least I came from the first father.
This is kind of scary too, man. When we talk about finding a good girl, you compare her to an OnlyFans girl, you compare her to Sexy Red or any of these other women. You would, on the outside looking in, she would look like one of the good ones.
Start calling her ugly
That's
red.
the crazy thing. So it's like, man, even on the outside looking in, I think, like you're saying, it's more so career. It's a lot of different variables. You can have a good girl, a bad career. It's inevitable
But
for
Dom,
them to be bad.
think about this. If you look at it from this point of view, right? The girl that's on OnlyFans, that's a porn star, she's a hoe. You can see it right away. A girl like this, obviously her career is a little bit different, but you think, oh, she's a nice, unassuming girl, innocent, somewhat pure.
Yeah.
But her career path, bro, in music, bro, we know how music is, bro. You
Yeah.
got to do some things, get to the top.
Yep.
And little do you know, look what she's doing now.
Question for you. What does it mean somewhat pure? Like, what's the body count on the somewhat pure?
Well, okay, compared to other
Yeah,
artists like
yeah.
Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, she's considered like an actual.
so what's the number? That's what I'm asking. Like, what's the somewhat pure number? 5 bodies, 10
I guess you
bodies.
could say
What's
her
somewhat
It's
pure?
the perception.
Yeah, she had a pure image.
She the pure image.
Yeah.
She didn't really go out there doing too much stuff. She was pretty much clean cut, and as a result, she was working with Beyonce. So
And Disney, yeah.
Disney. So I mean, keeping it real, she had a pure image online. So that false perception, here you go. But again,
lost an
the thing with America, especially, bro, it doesn't matter if she's a good girl because she could change at any point in
Yeah,
time.
man.
TikTok video, our friend told her this. You
TikTok
never know,
video,
bro. She might just get mad at you. Dude, you never know. So
Yeah.
it's crazy, brother. All right, what's the next one? I think these are yours, Dom.
Guess we go
Let's
back
go to the
up.
readings after this one.
Cool. All right.
Starting on the first one. All right.
Diddy case.
We're reading this one.
Uh-oh.
It has been revealed that in court that Diddy would allegedly request to have a sex worker ejac on
This
Cassie,
is
then have her
disgusting.
rub the semen on his nipples
This
in the
is
next room.
disgusting.
Diddy
What?
also requested, Diddy also requested for Cassie to lay in a pool full of baby oil. Cassie, this is the crazy thing. Cassie also claims that she didn't want to tell Diddy to end off the freak off parties out of fear that he would do it to other women instead. So she didn't want to like stop doing the freak off parties because she claims she feared another woman would be victim.
yo,
to
hey,
her.
yo.
This guy,
Yes,
this guy,
bro.
this guy's a cuck, right?
Hey, yo.
He's
Yes.
a cuck.
Yes.
I'm surprised he's not someone else's idol.
Yo, brother.
That last one.
I promise you, bro, Cassie was in on it.
Yeah, that killed the credibility.
Because there's no way you're putting up with that shit and not
No.
telling nobody. Bro, keeping it real, she was down with the brown. She was
Yeah.
down with the nigga. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
And funny, I know people that know her, and she's the one I want to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, this is a little battle on Diddy for sure.
She wanted to.
Diddy
She wanted to get ran through like that.
Bro, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
Diddy took a win in court today.
Nasty, man.
People don't know it. He took a win because even the prosecutor, her team, was saying that there were victims saying Cassie ordered men to do sexual acts.
She
ordered.
did. Bro, there's a guy in LA right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former model. And if he comes out and says what it is, bro,
Yeah.
she's the one I found him. so it's like, at some level, I get it. She's one of skirt accountability, but she was in on it too.
Yeah.
However, for the public's perception, Diddy's the wrong one because he's crazy.
Man, fuck
freak-
all this shit. We know Diddy's guilty, man. Get fucking.
I don't know.
He's guilty as fuck.
I'm starting
man.
to know,
You know
no.
this motherfucker did something wrong, man.
No,
You know
I
this
think-
motherfucker
Yeah,
did
but-
something
but I
wrong.
think
so
he
what
freaky,
fucking-
agree, bro. Like,
Yeah.
one of the things. Listen, if everything we see or read, which I don't like, I'm a person. I don't believe nothing the media says.
100%.
That's just me because I was 17. I was called a drug kingpin. Like these motherfuckers are crazy.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, they'll say anything, anything for shock value.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever the fuck went on, but I'll say this: like, if a lot of the shit I read did go on, he's a sick fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
If even a little bit
yeah,
went on.
a little bit,
Yeah,
I'm
even a little.
If some of the shit went on, a little bit, but like, bro, it's just I think when someone like him gets to where he was,
The power.
motherfucker just got like, bro, having someone piss on her and in her mouth and all
Yeah.
that. Bro,
Bruh.
what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're gonna kiss this chick later on. This your girl, bro. Like, you really want another dude to piss in her mouth?
He's a Scorpio, man. They sometimes like fucked up in the head, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I mean, how sex depraved are you that you do this weird shit, bro? Or like, I guess
think you just have so
So
much
much?
fresh
So much.
that finally you like get bored of
get
it.
bored.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're like, this regular shit ain't working. I gotta like try some freaky shit.
Spice it up a little bit.
And bro, like I ain't 2 years ago, I got invited to a Diddy party. Thank God I ain't go.
Yo.
I did, bro. The only reason I didn't go because there was like 4 of us like this, and I was like, yeah, all right, bet we'll go. And they were like, no, just you. I was like, oh fuck no, just me.
They wanted a white boy that day.
No, I would have been the first one. I don't know who he fucked.
Yeah.
He didn't fuck white boy Rick.
Yeah.
I don't know what Justin Bieber did.
And that's the point right there.
He ain't said shit.
And that's the point right there.
My friends laugh. Because they know we were invited. You know, I was invited, and they were like, damn, bro. They would have been like Diddy, and I would have been like, I don't know who he fucked, but he didn't fuck me.
But you notice he brought up Beaver. Because we all know what happened to Beaver.
Yeah, 'cause
We
he ain't
all
saying
know
nothing, bro.
what happened to Usher.
That's crazy,
We
bro.
all know. So at the end of the day, you know, if this bitch is telling the truth and isn't, regardless, we know what he did to little boys.
It's sad, bro.
It's crazy.
To me, it's sad because this dude was truly an icon in the music industry, bro.
He was.
Like, I'll never forget. I was in prison, and we could get like visiting clothes at one time, and you could. And my boy sent me a Sean John tracksuit, and it reminded me of the old Fila tracksuits from when I was free, and I was like, oh man,
Oh, shit.
This it. And now, bro, I'm like, God damn.
Sounds strange.
You think R. Kelly's rejoicing that someone's worse than him?
I
don't know, baby.
We really don't know that he's worse than
I mean,
R. Kelly.
DMX.
Like, let's keep in mind, R. Kelly wasn't deemed innocent. He got out on a statute of limitation violation, which like Diddy's in there and really, to me, they're violating one of his rights because he's entitled to bail, bro. Like that's
Not
one
if
of-
he's a danger to society.
Flight risk?
bro. They take your passport.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
A
Like,
billionaire can still get out without a passport.
anybody can get out. Listen, bro. Anybody can get out without a passport. You can be broke and get out of this month. You can run into Mexico also.
Correct.
So-
Correct. But
so,
you need resources
like-
to actually make it happen.
But listen, bro. I'm a big constitutional rights person. Like,
Right.
Like they could have put an ankle monitor. They could have. You know, I don't want to say any names. One of my guys that I knew from down here, they actually made him have like these people at his residence, and you had to pay. You know, if you could afford it. So, bro, in my mind, like
should
from
have-
coming where I come from,
Yeah.
he should have bail.
So this is what I heard, bro. I heard that if you have no bail, it means you're fucked.
You are fucked.
Because
bro.
that means they got something on you.
Listen, bro. I don't know whose ass Diddy stuck it up, but he's getting
damn.
ready to get it stuck up his
Oh
ass.
shit.
Because when you don't get bail,
Yeah.
they're gonna fuck you good, bro.
Damn.
Oh man, that's just pretty much
No lube.
what it is.
They're gonna fuck you good, bro.
No lube.
I'm telling you.
God
I've
damn.
been through this system. I've watched people in this system. I try and get people that I believe shouldn't be in the system out of the system.
Yeah.
And when they take a person of his stature and say no bail,
Example.
Close
you're
case.
fucked, bro.
Damn.
And he ain't getting no 5 years.
The Me Too
Oh,
guy.
man,
all these
He's a good,
motherfuckers,
Harvey
all these
Harvey
motherfuckers
Weinstein.
running around talking about he's gonna
Yeah.
get 5 years. Yeah, look at Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he's a good example.
He's buried in that. He was one of the biggest people in Hollywood.
Huge.
Like he controlled Hollywood.
Yep.
But he was a sick fuck.
Guys, by the way, Myron did a breakdown of the case when he went to the actual court today and yesterday. So go check it out on his channel, Myron Gaines X. He did a good breakdown on what's happening in court right now.
Let's get to some readings before.
All right.
And if you guys want a reading, it's 98 or above.
Let's get
In the
it.
Super chat. All right, Bill is pulled up. Which ones? Because I don't remember which ones.
So we
did.
have 27th Soldier. He says his birthday is February 11th, 07. How do I get the bag? What number am I most compatible with?
You are a 4 life path. You're born 2007. I believe. Oh, damn. You see, whenever someone's on that February cusp, it's very difficult to
Either or.
remember if they're a dog or a pig or whatever sign it is, man. So let me look it up real quick. Entertain him for a second, Fred.
But he wants to get a bag, I guess, have some income coming in. That's a big bag. And then what number is most compatible with for his actual reading?
If I was to say as someone his birthday, he's born on the 11th, I'd probably say find someone born on the 7th. That's probably the best form. No, that's not probably. It is the best form. No doubt about it. I'm looking up the year. Give me a second because I want to make sure you get the right information. Okay, you're a dog. So when it comes down to it, this is not your enemy year. Last year was your enemy year. As Dom, people who are dogs get hit in dragon years, and people who are pigs, get hit in stink years, which is exactly what's happening. Why do you think Wes Watson just got arrested in the streets?
Bro.
He's a pig. So when people are born in pig years, they're gonna have L's and snake years. Why do you think Ben Shapiro doesn't have an ounce of the relevance he used to? He used to be that guy. He used to be that guy. He's not that guy anymore, man. And he's taking L's, just like Hooters restaurant. Pig took L's. So if I was to look at you, my man, you have to outwork people. You have to be disciplined. You have to outwork people. That's how you're going to get that bag. And again, anyone born on the 11th has that charisma. So you could be someone like a fitness influencer or go into military. These are things that you would be very good with that birthday. One of the things is don't have too many baby mamas, bro.
Ooh.
And you like those girls outside your race. So yeah, that's the thing about Aquarius is, man, if they're a white, they're gonna like a black girl. If they're a black Aquarius, they're gonna like the snow buddies. So, that's how it works, man. And this is we're
Myron, Michael.
he's Aquarius. He's got somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So people who are Aquariuses are always like that. So outwork everybody, brother, and use your charisma. Next.
All right. We got up next. Last few here. Victor Mendez says, "Hey Gary, you have given us a reading before. I'm a rat, 10/11/1984. My wife is a rooster, 04/24/93. We have a construction business right now, but we're trying to invest in real estate. We live in South Carolina. Do you think is a good idea? Our kids and their birthdays as well."
I would say real estate would be okay for you. I would say there's definitely other ways for you to make money. Looking at her birthday, she's a 5, but she is born on the 24th.
24th.
So maybe real estate would be good for her because anyone born with 6 energy would be good at that. But family business. I usually don't recommend people have family businesses because you don't want husband and wife at each other's throats. But if they're born on the 24th, 15th, 6th, that's when it's good for a family business. So yeah, I would say those are very positive things that you guys could do. I would make sure that you would match the state with in the city that you buy and sell homes with your own energy. But that's what the Q app's for. Yeah, and go on there in the Q app, it will fucking figure out for you real quick. It has AI. You'll get it in a jiffy.
All right, good stuff. And she has some sons too as well. All right,
Give me the sons.
Our kids are December 28th, 2011.
That's my son's birthday, December 28th.
Wow.
2000 what year? 11?
11, yep. Okay. And then other son is 08, 05, 2014.
What's the first one? Then we'll do the next one. First one, son is extremely intelligent. He's going to be very good at psychology, very good at playing mind games. He's going to like to chill by himself. A lot of times you're going to be like, what the hell? Why does he want to play with other kids? He just thinks he's above everyone else. So, he's one of those very egotistical mindsets where no one's on his level. It is what it is, man. Everyone has their thing in life, man.
And then we have here, last kid is 08, 05, 2014.
Notice how 2 of the kids, one's a 28, one's a 8. What year was it?
2014.
2014, horse. So next year you can expect good things for 2014, but you're not really going to see it. Next year, the people who were born 1990, 2002, they're going to start shining because next year's a horse year, and that's when horses shine, man.
Like Myron.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Myron's going to come. One of the biggest things the CIA fucked up with is they try to overthrow Hugo Chavez. In 2002. 2002 was a horse year, and again, Hugo Chavez was a horse. So you don't try to overthrow a horse in a horse year. It's not going to work out, in which they figured out very quickly. Same thing with Vladimir Putin. Hillary Clinton, the Secretary of State at the time, had the brilliant idea to try to overthrow Vladimir Putin, born 1952, the year of the dragon, in 2012, the year of the dragon. Nah, that's not going to work. That shit works on banana republics, not a country as big as Russia. And then after that, Russia's like, okay, we're at war with these people.
Right.
So, thanks, Clintons, for fucking that shit up, too. But, going to your son, he's very stubborn. So you're going to have to deal with that one.
Damn.
Let's go horseshoe.
Who's next?
Poseidon, we have here. So his birthday is February 17th, 1989. I'm pretty much starting. Pretty much starting over money-wise. I'm hopeful about the future. I want to get married and have kids. I work in IT right now, but love music, art, voiceover, creative stuff in general, and business. Currently live in Los Angeles. Just met some born. I guess, is that son or someone born?
I guess someone.
Someone born 5/16/1990.
5/16/1990.
Yeah, you met somebody.
Okay, so that's Nobel's birthday. Congratulations. Horse though, so extra, and he is a 89.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said he's starting over, huh?
Yeah. over.
So on board of the 17, they got that bag, they lost it, they're starting over. This is a story here with so many people with that 8 because 28 is actually wealth. 8 is money, so the money goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So when it comes down to it, someone born on the 17th is going to rebuild sometimes in life.
Yeah.
Your Achilles heel is fam, so I do wish you luck with that adventure. I think you'll have it. The thing is, it's very difficult for you to be faithful, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. You're gonna find a wife, but you're gonna want a side piece. I already see it with him, man. He's got Jordan's birthday, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You're gonna have a bag. I think as you get older, you're gonna get more charismatic and things of that nature, but. An Aquarius born on the 17th, a guy who can afford a side piece is definitely going to have it, man. It is what it is. His girl is very smart. Now, most people don't want an intelligent woman. I lucked out. I have an intelligent woman, but they're they're very, very difficult to find. And if you're not into a woman who's going to be MacGyver and trying to, this ain't the one for you. But quite frankly, what year is she again?
She's
90?
actually 90.
No, you're not soulmates. I think she's. No, you're not soulmates, bro. Sorry, I'm not even gonna bullshit.
So
you.
Gary, I have to ask: have you ever had a hard time giving people the cold hard truth? Some doctors, they have a hard time.
When I started doing this, yeah, but at this point, man, I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't seem.
He doesn't hold anything back.
Now.
He don't hold
I ain't
shit.
gonna bullshit you, bro.
No, he doesn't.
I
Like,
ain't gonna
he'll
give
tell
a
you
fuck
straight up, if
because
it's
But I
bad,
respect
it's bad.
that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I wouldn't want nobody to bullshit me. Don't.
It's-
Why give somebody a false sense of hope?
These
or,
people
or,
are paying me.
he's
What
really-
the fuck I'm gonna lie to
Yeah.
him for?
He's very reassuring
They wanna
because
hear
if
the
Gary
truth.
give you something good, you know it's good. You can go home
Yeah.
knowing you got something
Gary
good.
said I'm gonna be rich, man. Motherfucker doing backflips. Don't break your neck, bro.
It's true because if Gary will tell you straight up, well, you ain't gonna have no money. You done,
Bro,
Yeah.
I told billionaires to get divorced.
Yeah. He'll tell you straight up. Cold hard.
Keeping it
truth.
real.
You want, and so I'm not gonna go too much into this, but I met an extremely rich individual last week. I go up to meet him. Fucking keeps me waiting an hour, bro. Keeps me waiting. Me.
I would have bounced.
That's exactly what he wanted me to do, right? So I'm not gonna go into names, not gonna go into anything, but I meet him, and the first thing he does, he offers me a drink, and I'm like, I don't drink, and he's like, I don't trust people who don't drink. All right, okay. These people on that level will try to talk down to you.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for a family member knowing who the fuck I was, I don't think that would have went too well. But fortunately, 9 billion views, you know what I'm saying? So people in his family knew who I was, and that kind of broke the ice. But I want to make this clear. When people have a lot of money, and I'm not talking about 7, 8 figures. I'm talking about real fucking money. They have a arrogance to them. They have a real fucking arrogance. And to keep an arrogant motherfucker like me waiting for a fucking hour, oh, you're trying to get a reaction on me. I didn't give it to him. But quite frankly, if that would have happened maybe 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I remember Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cavs, sent me an email, and I literally said, fuck you. And this is when I was broke. Could you imagine how crazy I am now? Here, and by the way, I want to make this. There's some bullshit going on in the NBA. There's some bullshit going around in the NBA.
Really?
Yes.
You got an email?
So I'm not gonna mention any names. Not gonna mention any names, but I'm gonna just put the name in front of this individual right here, Rick, so you can read it. Don't mention it out loud though. Do you know who that is? Yeah, of course. Okay. So, so here, you want to read the email, but don't read the response.
Where's his trade?
Yeah.
I don't think he wants you to read it out loud, dude.
No, I do want him to read it out loud.
my
Just my.
Not the name.
Yeah, not the name.
Trade Luka and given first overall pick right after. Not everyone was vaccinated, Mark. Some people still have working brains. It's almost happened by chance.
No. Read the
Yo.
response now. Without the name.
Aren't you supposed to say you knew it would happen because of someone's birthday?
You see what you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's basically saying he understands the NBA draft is fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
The NBA draft is fixed. The fact that when Dallas traded Luka, they were assured they would get the number 1 pick. The chance of them getting that number 1 pick were less than 2%.
Oh shit.
And they fucking got it. So again, congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks. But again, like I told the person in this email, we're not all stupid. We're not all vaccinated. We know exactly what's going on, bro.
All I know is when he does sports betting, I'm gonna be there. That's all I know. Okay.
Hey, I want to say one thing,
Yeah.
Gary. Gary said, like, the sense of arrogance. My circle of
Friends?
first of all,
Humble.
fuck 8 figures. We're way the humblest, nicest, bro. I'm telling you, I don't care. I treat everybody the same.
Money
I
like
don't
this
give-
guy?
I-
Money like this
Yes.
guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
More.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
When you get to that level,
Yes.
unless they like you, they're very arrogant. Unless they like
was
you.
he arrogant to you?
No. I'm a black kid.
Black
From
black
no-
man met him
He
the
came
first.
with you. He came with you.
He did. He did. But you know what he told him? He said, "Hey, bro, when my boat comes,
Yeah.
you're welcome."
Of course. Because he came with you. Let him meet that nigga. Let him meet that in the streets. Let him meet him in the streets, see what happens. Let him see in the streets, see what
I
happens.
don't know, bro.
But-
I don't.
Hold on.
I told you I'm an energy person.
Yeah.
So listen,
Show's over. I'm joking.
hey, this is a shout out, and I'm going to Indy 500 with both of them.
Let's go.
I met some. I always talk about networking.
Yeah.
And F1 was probably this year
The best.
one of my best networking, and I met 2 very, very wealthy individuals, and one of them we immediately hit it off, and sometimes I don't have a good filter, and I said, "Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck what you have. Me and you are vibing. You seem super cool. I like your energy." He was like, "I like your realness," and I was like, "Bro, you don't pay my bills. Like, you giving me half of your shit, then it's different. But I don't give a. But it, bro, I don't know. I have one friend that's very rich, that's very fucking arrogant.
Yeah.
I don't hang out with him, bro. I just don't like. He's too arrogant, and if he's listening, he knows who he is. But like, I don't like that, bro. It's just not me.
Yeah.
Like, and I like what Gary said. Like, and my friend that we were with, I told you, he told me, bro, stop asking to bring people on my boat. Just bring them. If they're with you, he was there telling people,
Exactly
yo,
what I
that's
just
his
said.
boat.
Hold on.
Exactly what I just said.
He was there telling people, yo, this is his boat. And he tells me, he's like, hey, bro, I told you I did the Grand Prix with him in St. Pete. I was like, hey, I'm bringing Gary, He's like, bro, stop fucking calling me, telling me who you're bringing. Bring whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
and that's a friend, bro.
Yeah.
A motherfucker that we gotta, like, hey, bro, you mind if Dom comes? Well, who's Dom? Well, who's the, like, I like what Gary said. If you're with me, you
You're
know, you're my man, you know they're good. I ain't bringing no crap.
I'll be honest though, just keeping it real. Forget what Gary said. If I was a random person on the street, his personality though is humble.
No,
and
he
not threatening at all. You wouldn't even know he has money, bro. Super chill. So I would give him the benefit because
And I took you to a billionaire too, and he was super cool with you
Yeah.
because I brought you there.
of course.
So I know how
the
this
connections,
works.
the connections.
I took a kid like my little brother, and I was like, bro, you know, he's 31 years old, round fresh his age. Fresh, how old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, round fresh. So we pulled up at this house, and he, bro, it was so, I wish it would have went viral. We pulled up, he was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, where the fuck are we? Who is this? I was like, bro, and when he got to know him, and then, bro, we started talking shit, you know, blah, 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 this, went in the backyard, looked at the boat, looked at this. He's like, when we left, he was like, man, he's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he is. And I've known this dude since I was 16 years old. And he was like that. He's 3 years older than me. He was like that when I was a kid.
Damn.
And he had money from his family, but he was the same, bro. And he didn't let money change him. And he probably at least 100x what his dad started.
Let me speak on this. I've dealt with a lot of rich people because of what I do, giving readings and stuff like that. You're talking about second generation wealth.
Yes.
Second generation wealth isn't as arrogant.
That's first.
Because because the first one is the one who beat all the odds, overcame the mountain, and that comes with a certain level of arrogance. The second level is born into it, so they don't have that same arrogance for having it. So yeah, you can have some bad apples, but at the end of the day, if they're second, third generation, they're way more chill. Yeah. It's the first generation who has money who's gonna fucking let you know it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm the first generation in my family who's had any real fucking bread. So I'm gonna talk to people about it. You know? So again, it is what it is.
One of my friends, another one I won't say, but his kids were very like kind of arrogant. And I was like, bro, like I said something and he told his daughter, he said, "You're not rich. I'm rich.
Yep.
You're not rich.
Yeah.
Don't get it confused." And she needed to hear that. Like, because some of these kids, like he said, first generation, bro, nobody's better. You ain't better than anybody. Give something back.
Yeah.
Help somebody. You got lucky, motherfucker.
God bless.
You got lucky that
Shout
your
out
dad,
to Mark Cuban. You got lucky, bro.
You got lucky that your fucking dad or whoever or somebody put you on. Nobody gets where they are by themselves, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody helped you out along the way. And that's the thing I have with a lot of these rappers. They forget where they come from.
Yep.
Like, don't forget where the fuck you come from. Reach back. Pick somebody else up. Me and I was working on a show me and Mark Wahlberg were going to do called A Hand Up. Nobody wants a hand out. They want a hand up.
Yeah.
Help a motherfucker out.
Good point.
No, I ain't telling you to pay his house payment or buy him a fucking car. Maybe just give him some encouragement, give him some direction, give him something. But
What happens when you put people on, then they backstab you?
yeah, of course, bro.
So you can't be out here helping everybody,
No,
bro.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Something.
When I say put people on, Gary, I'm saying like, I'm not saying like everybody can't help everybody, bro.
Yeah.
But sometimes a person, listen, bro, I told you, there's a cop on my Instagram right now asking me to help him pay off his school loans.
Yeah.
It's not what I do, bro.
That's crazy.
I help kids, bro. You're a grown ass man. You got to figure that shit out.
Facts. That's big facts.
I mean, I appreciate your public service, but there's bigger problems in the world than your student loans.
Yeah.
And bro, if I was sitting on $1 billion, I might help him. Public service, he had the balls to ask me, but I don't have it like that.
Yeah.
So I would rather help this little Frenchie get his back operated on. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
You
There
know?
you go. But I think at the end of the day, man, these are all good people. And obviously, Gary, you know a lot of people too, but you don't know them yet.
No.
Yet.
Bro, if you meet this dude, you'll love him.
Yeah.
I promise you.
100%.
I
Sounds
promise
good.
you.
Sounds good. Let's finish up the readings.
We got some more here. We got Didi Felder too. Says her birthday is 07/31/86. Female living in LA.
07/31.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? That's Cuban's birthday.
Oh shit.
And we're just talking about him, and look at that, man.
And
That's crazy.
She's actually a registered nurse. She hates it. Currently losing everything: job, house. Every interview is a rejection, failure. My son is 12:30.
Okay, we'll get to her son. So she's saying that she's losing everything, and she's a registered nurse.
How?
I mean, nurses are good at living. They make good money. Like, what's going on? Some extracurricular activities.
Nurses are hoes though, bro.
Yes, God.
They're hoes,
They
bro.
are,
Oh my
hoes
God,
for
they're
real, though.
hoes.
They are
Some
hoes.
dead ass hoes,
that's
bro.
probably number
They're the
one.
worst
on the
ones to
list.
cuff, man.
Yeah, bro. They be tweaking at late night.
My boy was fucking one of the nurses in prison.
Yeah.
They're hoes, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Not all of them, ladies.
Let's okay, let's not insult the customers, guys. Let's not insult the customers. That's my job. All right. Anyways, listen. I don't know what to tell you if you're telling me you're like losing your licks and everything like that. If you're asking me why this is having to be a tough year for you, all I can say is, you're a tiger in the United States of America. This is your enemy signed country. Shit's gonna happen, bro. Shit's like really gonna happen. You're born on the 31st, so you gotta watch out for the law. We know you're a hardworking person. Quite frankly, if you're having a tough year, I think next year is going to solve all those issues. That's the way I look at it. I think you're going to do much better next year than this year because, you know, horses do well with that tiger energy. It is what it is. All right, now her son?
December 30th, 2018.
December 30th, 2018. So, I mean, you got that going for you. You got a kid born in the dog year. And you're a tiger. Like, bro, I was just talking to, we could talk about billionaires, but I was talking to people, royalty. And they were basically telling me how they have a person who's born in the pig year, and that extremely wealthy woman is about to have a kid this year. I'm like, again, enemy year child. Every fucking time with these rich people, enemy year child. So at least you got that going. You got a good bond with your relationship. No matter what, I'm good with my kids. So again, you know, you might not have it monetarily, but I think you have. You know, 8 is the number of money. Your money goes up and down. All you know, but let's face it, you're a tiger woman, and you got a lot of backbone for being a Leo, man. Like, do you really want one man? Do you? Because I don't know too many Leos who are women who have any money and are like settled down with one man. Halle Bailey, J-Lo, Madonna. These are all women who have a bag. What do you think? They're going to settle down with one dude? Madonna's like fucking 70 years old dancing with a 20-year-old dude trying to get laid.
Yeah, from Jamaica.
Like, what the fuck, bitch? Do you have any self-respect for your whatsoever, man? But they don't give a fuck. You can't even shame these hoes anymore.
You can't.
So when it comes down to you, work hard. That's all I got to say. If you work hard because you're born on the 31st, good things will happen. You might have to outwork people, but it is what it is. As for your son, he has a short attention span. He gets bored very fucking quickly. It is what it is. But you have an 8 life path son just like you're an 8. You guys are going to rise and fall together.
Okay. Next one. And we got Anna Shivoli, or She Love. December 3rd, 1987. Lived in Chicago. Sucks, I know. I probably belong in Miami. But I'm pregnant with my 3rd child, due date December 21st. What's a good date to have my baby?
Tom, can you go in the Q app and look up Chicago real quick?
Yeah. I do music, not a hoe, married as a virgin, LOL. Is it too late for me to drop music? When will I get my bag? Yo.
Listen. I want to make this clear, man. The richest people in the world are not those men who have billions of dollars. The richest people in the world are those who are consistently having sex with a virgin. So again, to the men out there, no, I'm being some serious, man. There's some like guys in Africa right now who are living in a fucking mud hut, but at least they got a fucking virgin wife. They might got a fucking couple of them. They're doing better than the motherfucking the mansion with a fucking whore. It is what it is. It is what it is.
How dare you?
If you have a virgin wife, you're already fucking winning in life. So congratulations, man. You know, pat myself on the back and shit. Anyways, you're born in the 3rd, just like I said with that child before. You have a short attention span. Yeah, you know, you definitely don't look your age. What does it say right there? What, it's a rooster?
It's a rooster.
Okay, so that's what I thought. That's why I had them. And by the way, check out the Q app. I just wanted to know what city Chicago was. It's right there right away. You're in your enemy city, girl.
Damn.
The fuck? You can't be in Chicago. He can be in Chicago because he's a rooster.
Yeah.
That's a rooster city. By the way, you notice how there's all this gang violence over there? Roosters about it. Roosters about that respect shit, ain't they?
Shit, these roosters in Miami are about it. They'll chase your ass down the street.
So again, roosters are about that life. So when it comes down to it, you're in the wrong city, girl. You're in your enemy year. Like no one. Did you know who I was in 2022?
No.
You didn't either, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I was in my enemy state. I got out. I came here. This is my own energy. I recommend you get the hell out. No matter what I tell you, get the hell out of Chicago. Quite frankly, Miami Beach. Not Miami. Miami Beach is a cat city. There you go. You're a Sagittarius. You like to travel. There you go. But listen, if you don't get out of that enemy city, nothing I tell her is going to matter.
Damn.
You got to get out.
Good point.
Got to get out.
Get out. All right.
Get out.
What's the next one? We have up next Curtis. My girl is a 3/30/1995 life path, Aries pig. Can you tell me a little bit about her?
Yeah, she's most likely gonna cheat on you, bro.
God damn.
Those 95s ain't fake for her, bro. Those 95s. What do you want me to do?
No.
Listen. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. There's always good and bad with everything, man. Because she's born in 95, she will also put up with cheating. So if you got a big bag and you're okay with fucking having her as your main line or a side piece, she's okay with that as long as you're providing with her. Okay? She's about that life, man. No matter what she tells you, she will accept it.
Okay.
All right? The pigs will put up 1995. There you go. 1995s, 1983s, 2007s. They're, almost legal and shit like that. They're all about that shit, bro. No, they're legal. They're all about that. Some of them. They're all about that stuff. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're into that Playboy life, maybe the pig's for you. It is what it is. She's always gonna look young for her age. I know she doesn't look her age. She's almost 30. She don't look it. So she's also has a short attention span. But you know what? This is the type of woman that you can get to open her legs, not just with money, but just by making her laugh. Some women who are born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, they just want you to make them laugh, and they're open like 7-Eleven.
Damn.
So at the end of the day, there's different things that different women are. And by the way, we're going to fucking make a class on this stuff.
We are.
We're going to make a class on this stuff because you guys want to know how to get women from every different sign. I'll tell you guys. We'll use these guys as the guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
It is what it is. There's black guinea pigs, bro. Fuck, man.
Who says that?
Gary is leaning back, man.
At least they have spots, black
Gary's
spots and
back,
shit,
man.
man.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
It is what it is. But
He's back,
quite
man.
frankly,
Yeah,
it's
Gary's
not
back,
her
bro.
year. It's not her year.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be having sex with someone born in the pig year and the snake year, that misfortune, that negative energy might follow. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just saying this ain't the year to be having sex with her.
Oh, shit.
God damn.
All right. And then Isaac Ordonez says, my birthday is 11/18/96. What are the odds of me attaining wealth? What would the best industry for me to get into?
If you want to make money, I'd probably get into cybersecurity, something to do with IT. Make sure AI isn't going to easily replace it. If you're going to ask me how to make money, that'd be the way. But I got to be honest with you, bro. Next year, you're going to be tested because you're going to be in your enemy year. So you got to hunker down, bro. Like, imagine your army and, like, now you can maybe stretch your supply lines a little bit more. But as you get closer to your enemy year, which is next year, you might even have to fucking, pull back a little bit, man. Because it's better to take a 5% loss than the 50% loss.
Yeah.
If you only take a 5%, if you only took a 5% loss your enemy year, that would be a good year,
That'd have
wouldn't
been a
it?
great year.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Consolidate. Don't expand next year. And start planning it for next year, because no matter who you are, enemy year is going to get you.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, who just got bounced with the Cavs. Listen, bro, you're in your enemy year next year. Don't think anything good's going to happen. LeBron James, you think you're winning a title next year in your enemy year? Hey, do you remember what happened in 2014? That was your last enemy year. Who'd you lose to? The Spurs? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, again, be careful in your enemy year. Shit like that happens. Let's go to the next reading.
Special request from a actual chatter. He wants to know DDG's birthday and also Halle's birthday to see if they're compatible.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. So I just pulled it up on the chat for you, Bills, in the GGG3 chat.
Let's go this soft dude, DDG first.
All right, so we got DDG's birthday. It's coming in hot, pause, at October 10th, 97. He's 27 years old.
He likes to talk shit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's born with that one energy, so he's going to be a lip boxer and stuff like that. He's an ox, which means he's going to try to press people. Yeah, oxes love fucking pressing people, man. They want to be that fucking Superman and shit like that, man. Quite frankly, he's a big kid with a loud-ass fucking mouth. So, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I can see why he's kind of famous, man.
Yeah.
It does make sense, man, because he's no dummy.
He puts in the work. He's
Yep.
he puts in the work.
He's definitely, And the woman, the whore.
So you put it on the screen, Bills? Cool. All right, and then her birthday is March 27th, 2000.
March 27th,
Pull it up.
2000. So we have a 5 life path. Okay, March 27th, 2000. So you found yourself a 5 life path. fives are extremely good looking and stuff like that. But I mean, she's born on the 27th. You're born with that birthday. That shit ain't gonna work, bro. You kidding me? If you knew numerology, I would fucking tell you. I'd advise you against this. You know, and quite frankly, this is a bitch. This is a bitch who's not worth the fucking trouble, bro. This is what we consider like good looking nowadays,
bro.
This shit's crazy, bro. This is a mid.
Sid from Ice Age.
This is a mid, bro.
Ice Age, nigga. But I just remember we did a podcast calling this out months ago. Myron.
Yeah.
But again, we apparently don't like women. We apparently don't tell the truth. Sorry, we do tell the truth, but it hurts
I
because
love women.
Yeah, we do.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, we love it.
Belated Mother's Day to all the great women out there who put their selfish needs behind and fucking do what is best for the family and to the kids. We love fucking mothers out there. We have a fucking problem with the whores who can't keep their legs closed.
Facts.
That's what we have a problem with. And, you know, they talk about gun control. Listen, brother, I want chastity belt control.
Oh, DDG from Pontiac, Michigan, huh?
He is.
From the Yak.
You never met him?
Never.
He's here now in Miami. Real quick, Bill.
He looks like a mark.
we got a video from Myron actually. Should be there one of the tabs.
Let's cook his ass.
Yeah.
Cook him, Myron.
There we go. And there's should be in the chat for Telegram. Yep, there we go. Myron Gaines. It's funny. Whenever people say Myron's being, I want to say hard, guess he's lying. So there we go. We'll play it.
Cooking session in progress.
Let's go.
I make fun of DDG all the time. I think he's stupid. I think he's low IQ, but I don't think he's over here beating on his chick. And if he is, that's some pussy shit.
Yeah, he doesn't give
But
vibes.
but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't give me woman beater vibes, bro. Be honest with y'all. He does not give me woman beater vibes.
Told you.
And here's the thing. If he ain't smacked the shit out of Ruby Rose, I doubt that he would smack the shit out of that chick. Because Ruby Rose is literally a thought, big thought. And someone, I think Zia told a story one time of how she like yanked this chain and like it ripped and he didn't hit her after that. He wanted to, but he didn't. So if he could restrain himself there, DDG doesn't strike me as a woman beater. So, yeah, bro, I think she's probably making this shit up to take the kid from him. That's what I think, chat. Because I know that they've had this custody battle. She don't want him having a son like that. She's using that shit as leverage. So, despite the fact that I have my disagreements with DDG, I don't think he's a woman beater, and I hope he gets access to his son. You know what I mean? Because you need your son at the end of the day, and I'm not going to fucking, kick him while he's down on this bullshit. Because I think that chick is lying, bro. Fuck that shit. Me and DDG can have our problems, but I hope he has access. He gets a son. I don't wish that upon any man. Look, man, I think she's lying. I kid 1,000 with y'all. I think she's lying so she can get custody of the kid, right? I'm not gonna let my dislike for DDG lie on his name. I think this bitch lying. I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all, and I have no reason to even say that. Like, me and him are enemies, but I'll be fucking damned if some bitch is gonna lie on a guy to keep him away from his kid. She's been doing this shit for a minute, all right? Like, she's been doing this shit for a minute, trying to keep him from his son. So I think that this is a play to keep her from the son. Having a restraining order against your baby daddy is one of the best ways to make sure that you get 100% custody. I've seen the game, baby. I've seen the game. So I'm not going to let my disagreements or my dislike of DDG cloud my judgment. Fuck that bitch. She's probably lying. And yeah, man, like I said before, I could disagree with someone or not like them the most, but still see the bullshit, bro. So yeah, I don't.
We get it. I just want to speak on Myron over here. If most people were having beef with this guy, they'll be like, yo, man, this guy's fucking deserves this shit. Fuck him. Like, for me, I don't even know this guy this much. I'll be like, say, fuck you. But Myron's actually enemies with this guy, and he's still defending him. That fucking says a lot about a man's character.
100%, bro.
He's honorable.
Yep.
It makes you also wonder how many women are willing to do that shit over someone they dislike for the greater good.
Oh, bro, many.
I'm saying women to take each other's side, like how Myron is taking his enemy's side.
Yeah, I don't.
For the greater good.
Girls
like,
won't. Chicks won't do.
No,
that.
yeah, they won't do it.
Chicks are
It just
too
shows that
catty.
men.
No, chicks. Listen, everybody could say that equal opportunity shit and all that.
Yeah.
Men are cut from a different cloth. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out to the successful women, but a woman's a woman, a man's a man. There's a reason, like, that man play men's. You don't see no chicks playing fucking in the NBA. You don't see them playing in the NFL. Like, all that equal opportunity.
Could you
shit.
imagine if LeBron James was in the WNBA?
Yo,
100 points a game.
it's
He
over.
should be in the NBA.
But to look at a situation like Myron, it just makes me, it further validates the fact that men should be in control. Because even in a situation like this, it shows.
He made a calm and
Yeah.
collective and educated
Response, yeah.
decision or opinion about the situation.
Yeah.
And it's hard for a chick.
Yeah.
That's when I said that earlier about the young man, and I said it's probably a lady judge. Like, bro, when that shit happened with me, this lady judge was like, she was nuts, bro. I was like, what the fuck you talking about?
Maybe it was that time of the month, and you got cooked, bro.
Who knows?
But,
Who knows?
But for me, when I pulled back and I looked at it, Dom, I was like, if it's a man on a woman, I think it should be a man judge. If it's a woman on a man, maybe it should be a woman judge. So you have this proper vetting or rationale behind it.
Judgment.
And sometimes you don't get that when a woman on a woman. I felt like something happened in that lady's life, and she was like, "I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker," and I was like, "You ain't fucking me. I didn't do shit."
Right.
And bro, I was ready to roll.
Since when does justice have anything to do with the law?
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I absolutely not.
It's sad,
There's
but
our justice system, not to get off character or anything, our justice system, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, is one of the most corrupt justice systems in the world, man.
You think it's more corrupt than what they have in the Muslim countries in the Middle East? So I disagree. I think it's no matter how corrupt it is, it's still way better than most of these other countries around the world.
Listen, there's a lot of countries. Hey, Gary, I read a lot. Bro, I read sometimes a book a day. Listen to what I'm telling you. Bro. I hate fucking books now. Bro, I can't read a book. I'm not lying. I can listen to it. I can't read the motherfucker. But there's a lot of countries, bro, like the Netherlands and Australia, and our justice system can learn a lot from these other countries, bro. We're not the most advanced country when it comes. We lock up more juveniles than any country in the world.
Wow.
We're the only country in the world. Listen what I'm telling you. We're the only country in the fucking world that gave kids life for anything other than murder. We were giving fucking kids life. Terrence Graham, violation of probation, life. A little young black kid from Jacksonville. Are you fucking crazy? You gave a kid life for violating probation? How? I don't think you should ever be a judge again.
Yeah.
And Michigan, as bad as I got fucked in Michigan, Michigan just got it right, bro. And the United States Supreme Court said no juvenile under 18 could have life for anything other than murder. The Michigan Supreme Court just took it a step further and said, because the brain isn't fully developed until you're 28, we're going to push that age limit to 20. So now a kid that was 18 years old in one day could get a life sentence. Now that kid has up until he's 20 years old where he needs a special hearing. One of my best friends in this world, Kevin Hanna, he got a life without parole sentence.
For doing what?
When he was 16 years old.
For what?
Wow.
Drug trafficking.
That's wrong, but
16 fucking years old.
If someone kills when they're 16, 17, do you admit then that, they need to get locked up?
They need to get locked up, but I need to know the circumstances.
Self-defense.
I need to know.
Never know.
I need to know, like, did you kill an innocent school teacher? Did you do that? I think there needs to be more of an investigation, and the courts are now getting that right in some states.
Yeah.
They're getting it right. But, bro, I look at kids now, and I know what I did as a kid, and I'm like, how the fuck did I do what I did as a 17 or 16-year-old? Because I meet these kids now, bro, they don't have a fucking clue. Like, common sense is not common in America.
It's not, bro. It's gone.
Is it?
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
you're right, bro. You're right.
Common sense is gone.
Bro, I hate to say this. Like, in prison, rap is a big thing, bro. And these fucking kids rap so much. One day I was like, bro, you know every rap song. What's the square root of 81? You know what this fucking kid told me?
9.
He goes, I don't know nothing about gardening. What the fuck's gardening got to do?
There's no way. That's crazy.
Bro, I said, Bro, I looked at him. I said, bro, it's funny. But I looked at him and I said, bro, you can't be this fucking stupid. Yeah. And bro, the look on his face was like, you're stupid. I don't know nothing about gardening. And I was like,
this is what happens when you're raised by single mothers. This
like,
is what happens when you're raised by
I'll
whores.
never forget that kid.
That's crazy,
I can
bro.
be 90 with Alzheimer's. I won't forget this fucking kid told me he didn't know nothing about gardening. Bro.
Wow, bro, that's crazy, bro.
It's fucking nuts. Man.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end with that, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's start wrapping up. Any more readings? If you want
We got
reading,
super chat on
it's
Fresh
going to
Start.
be 98 or above, and it's going to be fucking for the next like 5 minutes, man.
We got
I
100.
already slipped enough in this pod.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got the pass, and I gave it to my fucking self.
Yeah. Well, actually, Gary, I gave you the pass as a black man. I'm giving you the pass.
You co-signed it.
So no, hold on. I think for the audience, they want to hear it.
All right, that's cool, man.
No. They want to hear it, bro. Come on. No, they want to hear
Damn,
the
man, we got to do it a little harder than that, man. Damn.
No. But Gary, you get the pass for me.
All right.
You can say it now, bro. Gary.
No.
Oh, yo, Bills, you got to shut up?
My end. That went better.
I was warned about that, just so you know.
Oh, this ain't prison, bro. I'll say whatever the hell I want. I got First Amendment rights,
from
man.
a good friend of listen, I'm gonna tell one quick story.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Scott Silver. He worked on my movie over 300 hours. He got kicked off. He's the biggest writer in Hollywood now. He wrote Joker, the first $1 billion rated R movie ever. They wanted to give me media training, but I had to pay for like half. So he was like, bro, he came to visit me in prison, and these guards in Florida were like, holy shit, because he wrote 8 Mile. He wrote The Fighter, like Scott's real deal, Hollywood royalty.
Yeah.
So, but he looked like a bum in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. So, but he came, he was like, hey, bro, I know your boys. Like, you grew up in the hood. Can't be like, what's up, my end? No, he said, no more. He said, don't say the N-word, don't say the F-word.
Don't say the F word. That's half my vocab, bro.
Not that F-word.
Oh, okay.
The other F-word.
Gotcha.
Like, he gave me some good advice, man. Like, I never got media training.
Did he pay you a lot?
He didn't pay me shit. He got kicked off, but he got kicked off the movie. But to show you what a good person he is, he said, bro, wherever you want to live for 1 year is on me.
It's cool.
Damn.
And thank God I didn't need that.
Yeah.
That I was all right. But that showed he's
the
the only
gesture.
he's really the only person in that whole Hollywood circle that is still my friend and I communicate with to this day. And this dude is like next level writer in Hollywood, bro.
All right, so let me just say this. I'm an American. I got First fucking Amendment rights. I will say what I want. And when I was locked up for 9 months for hitting a police officer or a peace officer, yeah, I got hit with one of those charges, man. I still said what the fuck I want in the prison, man. So again, I'm gonna say what I want, and I never say it with the ER. Then that's the one I won't cross, man. But I'll say anything else. At least I won't do it on camera. You know, at the end of the day, man. Listen, I'm a Jewish person. And if people want to use that K word to insult me, all the more power to you.
Scott is Jewish.
You know what I'm
Scott
saying?
is Jewish. Scott is one of your fellow. I'll tell you something.
Shalom.
About that. I'll tell you something about that off camera.
All good, man. All good. I mean, I want to talk to him, man. He's planning trips to Israel.
I don't know if it's a good time to go there.
Yeah, they got a lot going on.
Listen, when the Netanyahu's out of power, I think it's a good time to go and celebrate. All right. Do we have any more readings, Bills?
Yeah, we got one right here.
0208-1990. We got an 11 life path, and people who are 11s, they are the old souls. That's why people always come up to you and they open up to you, because when you have that 11 energy, people just subconsciously understand that you're an older soul. Some people just shine brighter. That's how it is in the world, man. Some people just shine brighter than other people. Don't tell me it's not fair. It's just how the world works. You're also born in the 8th. Money will be up and down, but quite frankly, you use your charisma to get ahead of life, and especially financially. I like it, man. I really do. Again, a lot of Aquariuses here donating. And I want to make this clear about Aquariuses. For the first time in history, Aquarius is the richest sign.
In the age.
The richest guy I know
Not worth 1 billion, but another zero next to it, man. He's an Aquarius, the richest NBA guy I know, worth around 300 million, not billion, but 300 million. Is an Aquarius. A lot of people donating are Aquariuses. Right now, we're in the age of Aquarius. It started on 9/11. That's when the age of Aquarius started. 9/11, 2001. Why is that
damn, when
important?
does this shit end?
Why? It's not going to end. We're gonna be ashes by the time it ends.
What?
About
I didn't know it was
2,000
a lifetime.
By 2,000 years, bro.
Really?
So the age of Aquarius is going to be like that. So why do you think there's so much race mixing right now? People who are Aquariuses like people outside their race. That's why people are asking if he's an Aquarius. It is what it is. A lot of people who are Aquariuses are into that type of stuff. And again, Aquarius is the 11th sign. What happened in 9/11? Flight 11 hit the World Trade Center that looked like an 11 side by side. New York City, 11 letters. Afghanistan, 11 letters. I went over the spiel over and over. But what I'm trying to tell you right here is people who have that 11 energy are ahead. And that's with every single Aquarius right now. You got an edge. It is what it is. Maybe that had something to do with my son being born in Aquarius. Every single time, brother. Every single time.
Your son loaded, man.
Are we got Andrew Stacks? Oh, we did that one already?
Did that one?
Divorced last year. I'm ready to start a new. I would like to know what year.
Okay, so February 8th, 1990, divorced last year. I'm ready to start anew. I'd like to know what year will be best in making that bag.
Next year, you're 1990. You're a horse, and next year's a horse year. So, again, follow the Myron train next year and fucking go hard. Could you imagine how hard he's going to go next year?
Oh, once he gets his shit back, bro, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
He'll
sleep on stream, bro.
There you go.
He might be the number one streamer in 26. All bullshit.
It might
aside.
happen.
Like,
It might
dead
happen.
serious. Like, I'm dead ass.
He is right now, but he's being nerfed.
Yeah.
Get Tough donated $100 down the market for you, brother. He said November 10th, 1981. And guys, you can also super chat as well on my Streamlabs. Link below in the chat. But November 10th, 1981.
4 life path. Work, work, work. That's the thing about 4s, man. They have to work and they have to do it within the system because you can't have any criminality. The thing about 4s is, say a 4 is selling drugs and shit like that. It will take the side streets. It'll fucking have clean plates. Everything will be good. It'll still get pulled over. Yet the motherfucker in the pink car fucking playing loud ass rap music, fucking smoking a fucking blunt, man. He ain't gonna fucking get pulled over. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when people are 4s, I remember laughing at this one dude about 25 years ago, telling him, like, bro, you're always gonna get knocked, bro. You need to stop.
He's telling the truth.
He's like, bro, I'm just gonna fucking take a new route. I'm like, bro, you're like a magnet. You need to stop. So when people are 4s, work hard, outwork everyone else, and if you do that, you'll get ahead. 4s can't be lazy. If a 4 is lazy, it's over. Plus, 4s tend to be very conservative, don't they, Dom?
Yep. Very.
You know, so when it comes down to outwork everybody else, and quite frankly, you might not want to be so lippy all the time too, man. People born with that one energy like to talk shit, and they like to do it in people's faces. They're not just like these anon accounts who like to talk shit behind them. You know. And by the way, bro, do you remember people being this disrespectful? Because the way people talk to people on the internet, they would have got murked back in the day, bro.
Well, I just did a podcast, I Swear Vezo, shout out to my little homeboy. And Vezo brought that up, and I call these, you know, the disrespect, these are internet gangsters. Like, this is all a facade. The internet's a blessing and a curse.
You know, I want to get to the point where if you talk about politics or you talk about things that matter politically, not if you're a comedian, but if you talk about politics, we need a real name to a real face to a real account.
They won't do that.
But see, when they actually talk about politics, say you pass a law where they need, if you just talk about politics, you need a name and face, bro. The political discourse will go so much lighter.
Oh yeah,
because a guy like me, I'll still say fuck you.
Yeah.
But everyone else with that name attached, oh no.
Yep.
Now they're gonna be all kind because
People
guess
hide
what?
behind
You
it.
got a
they
boss,
hide.
and if you fucking say the wrong thing, you will get fired. Let me tell you something, brother. Ain't nobody firing me. Facts.
There you go. Bren, this birthday is 08/26/2000. Currently driving a semi as my main source of income, aspiring real estate investor, hoping to have an admiral woman by the age of 30.
What year?
This is 2000.
Fine abroad, born in 2004.
That would be best for you. You're born in dragon year. Dragons do best with monkeys. That's what I recommend. You're born on with 8 energy. Your money's up and down. So here's my advice to you. Once you make that bag, and you will, once you make that bag, don't be so risky, man. 8s are the type of people who, they just hit a grand slam. They ain't going for a single next time. They want another grand slam, even if there's no one on base. They want a grand slam. So people who are 8s are greedy. Don't get greedy. Have that bag and slowly expand, slowly build. You do that, you'll be fine. Last thing, brother, don't simp. We know 9s have a problem with simping the beautiful women. We know you're going to have more money than most. Make sure you're not being taken advantage of, bro.
Good stuff. All right. I believe that is. Oh, we got more. Holy shit.
Damn, man, you got me on my back all
Yo,
fucking
this
show,
is Gary's
bro.
back. Welcome back to Gary,
God
because this is
damn,
important.
man, you guys are fucking, ooh.
Diddy.
Yo, Aga, my name is Joseph, 07-17-1987. I do real estate in Chicago. I have 2 kids. Here's their birth dates. 10/26, 2016.
Didn't I just tell the other woman who was a cat born in 1987 to get out of Chicago?
Yep, you did.
Didn't I just tell the other woman?
Yep.
So here's the thing, man. You're born in the 17th. You're probably going to tell me, yo, Gary, I've made some money. Of course you have. You're born in the 17th. You're supposed to make money. But guess what? You get the fuck out of Chicago, you're like, more money. Okay, so again, I'm gonna give you the same advice. I stay consistent. I'm not like these hoes. I will be fucking consistent all the time. So what I'm trying to tell you is get the fuck out of Chicago. That is the #1 thing you should do. Get out. We know you're a hardworking person. We know that. We know you're about that bag. But if you want to succeed in life, and I'm sure you've had to a point already, but get out of Chicago. What other questions do you have?
He has some kids, and that's pretty much it. My third due date is 08/28/25.
Let's go with the kids first.
Yeah. So 2 kids, 10/26/2016, girl.
So you have a kid born on the 26th, and you're born on the 17th. I like the 8/8 there. You have a 9 life path girl. So again, make sure she's around the right people.
And then boy, 08/3/2020.
Smart kid. Unfortunately, he's a rat, so he's probably going to leave the home early. Things of that nature. But quite frankly, extremely intelligent kid. That's what you want in life, man. You need someone who's intelligent. The thing is, he's also born on the 3rd, so he's going to be like that ADD type. Can't sit still. Got to do this. Got to do this. Don't make him pop pills. Don't make him pop pills. You could say he's a 33 in a small degree, but he will be home and family oriented. I do expect him to have a lot of kids. So congratulations on that.
All right. Cool. That's the last one.
What
All
was
right.
that? 8/28 is the due date.
Yeah, due date for his 3rd kid.
Good due date. It's going to benefit you and your whole family financially.
Awesome. Okay, this was a great podcast, man. A lot was covered today. So Dom, where can I find you, brother?
Instagram, YouTube, X at Dom Lucre, DOMLUCRE.
The White House.
Everywhere.
There you go.
2025.
He's black in the White House. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Rick. Thank you for coming. Where can I find you, brother?
Appreciate you guys having me. Rick Wershey _Jr. on Instagram.
We'll put it in the chat below as well. And then Gary, what's going on next for you?
Let's see. I'm going to debate a Muslim pretty soon.
Okay.
Going to debate a Christian pretty soon. I just make the rounds with these religious folks, man. It's all good content at the end of the day. But I'm putting in work because at some point I'm just going to retire and you're not going to see me as much anymore. And then you guys are going to be sad because the super chats go away. But
As you should.
At the end of the day, I'm going to put in a lot of work this year. And, me and you might be doing a stream overseas at
Pretty
some
soon.
point. So, and by the way, when we go overseas, VIP.
Only. Also, I'm going to be doing at least 2 vlogs a week on this Fresh Start channel, and then 2 podcasts, of course, 35 podcasts, and then mine. And we got some guests coming next week for the show, so it's going to be pretty dope. And again, White Boy Rick, bro, thank you for coming, man.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you.
guys for having me. Pleasure. Gary, you still got little hairs on my neck. I appreciate it.
Good shit, bro. All right, guys, we're out of here, man.
Could you imagine if I was in prison, I'd start a cult? If I was in prison, I'd have a cult, bro. You know how the Muslims
would definitely have
all
a
those,
following.
have all those people on rugs, bro? I'd have a fucking GG33 cult because I don't actually want to have a cult. But in prison, yo,
I would have had a coat, bro. I would have been running that shit,
Everybody
bro.
wants to know.
And if it's your enemy here, get the fuck away from me, bro. They're gonna be in their own fucking pod.
Oh shit.
All right, guys. Thanks for all the support. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.